Line-up for this game. There's going to be some interesting matchups. We'll have a quick look at the games played so far, though, and get your take of where everyone is at. Brisbane, back in town, boys. Defeated Sydney by 43 points. Bix, we spoke to you on Wednesday, our regular segment on our show. You were really bullish on Brisbane. 43-point victory.
Yeah, look, I just felt that the bye came at a good time for them. They were really hanging out for it. The other thing as well, I think they're senior players. They're really proud players. And when they're challenged by playing the top side or playing against a team that nobody gives them a chance, they just find a way. They rise to the occasion. Harris Andrews was fabulous. Lockie Neal was great. They just annihilated Brisbane. The pressure they brought was exceptional.
So, do you lose any love for Sydney? Do you still think they're the real deal?
Well, I lose a little bit of love seeing what Brisbane did to them. Brisbane came to defend. They'd been scoring really well for the majority of the year. They just conceded too much score, but they had a real buy-in defensively and took away Sydney's handball game. The pressure that they brought collectively was just outstanding. If you do that to Sydney, you give yourself a chance.
Spoke to Jared Healy. He thinks Sydney have got 4 or 5 players that aren't up to it.
Yeah,
and they need these other guys to come back in. They had quite a few out. But Papley
comes back in and so he'll get better and better. Papley's another one.
McInerney.
McInerney still to come in.
He's a big one. Yeah.
I think they can shore up their defence. Even Melican's better than what they've got down back, so they need all men standing.
They've still got a few. Like any team that's got Heaney and Blakey and Goulden when he gets up and going, along with Chad Warner, who was exceptional on the losing side.
Marty and McDonald weren't all that good the other night too.
All right, the Hawks took on GWS at the MCG last night. I loved GWS at the line. It was 21.5 points. They lost 2 players before half-time. They have been damn unlucky this year, GWS. Hawks doing all they have to do, though. So where do we sit with those two?
Yeah, look, Hawthorn keep finding a way. To be fair, though, GWS never threatened to win in the second half. They were always
4 or 2 in the first half.
They kicked 2 goals in the last minute and a half to get, the scoreline was flattering. They battled, but they never looked threatened. They lost Watson at half-time. He kicked 3 in the first half.
No Gunston, no Weddle. They got 3 or 4 to come back in too.
Impey's another one.
Impey's big part.
So I just like the way that they go about their business and Will Day's getting better and better.
Oh, he's good to watch. In a word, boys, Hawks, can they win the flag?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
They're up there, yep.
Okay. 2 words for you, Nick Watson. Best player in the AFL.
I said about 6 weeks ago, I'm not prepared to call him a champion.
You there yet?
Not a champion.
Oh.
One of the most exciting players to watch.
Top 5 player in the competition for me.
We'll have to do another list then, Chatty. I know you love them. GWS, can they make top 10 with their injury list? It's enormous.
It'll be a struggle.
Real struggle.
Yep.
Well, they can. They're a game out, so...
I've got him in still, but that was prior to the 2 injuries last night.
Yeah, with the 2 injuries,
who drops out though?
Daniels and Grzelewski.
Daniels is
he's good.
He's fairly solid, but they've got an abundance of smallers.
Yeah. And your man Grzelewski's out for the year.
He missed 2 goals. Fair dinkum.
Yeah, I know, but he's not the difference between winning and losing. The trouble is that Hogan's out for pretty much the rest of the year, so they've got to find a way to find someone up in the front half that can score.
All right, and the Hollywood story, they'll write a movie over this and after this, and Michael Voss won't be buying a ticket, I don't think. God love him. Carlton have another win over the West Coast Eagles by 53 points. They're in the top 10 as we said.
It's amazing, isn't it? It is amazing what confidence does, and Harry Mackay seems to have led the way. He's back. He kicked 3, had 19 disposals. Byrne kicked 3. Your man Frankie Evans, Kimbo, 2 goals, 2 and 17.
My man, how did you get rid of him? Bloody Kenny's an idiot.
They're just outside. They're 11th.
They've dropped out.
Yeah,
okay.
They've got their percentage. They're equal on 28 points with the Gold Coast Suns, but the Gold Coast Suns got a percentage of 105. Carlton at just 95, but Carlton play Richmond next week.
Okay, apologies there. Did Collingwood go up above them? I looked at it halfway through the game on the live ladder. Have Collingwood gone above them?
Collingwood are in 9th. They're on 30.
Okay, that's what's happened.
Yeah.
All right. Carlton, can they stay there? Can they play finals? Can they get up there?
Oh, absolutely.
They win 3 the next 4. They can.
Well, should be in the 8 next week. By the end of next week, they'll win. They'll go up to 32. So, yeah, just...
You done the ladder predictor? I've got them not making it.
Yeah, Well,
yeah, we did it about 3 weeks ago, didn't we, Wills? And they weren't in then. But if I did it again now, I think I'd have them in the 10.
I did it last week, didn't have them in there. And on the tips of our lifetime.
Bulldogs Geelong, they've had some good wins too.
Yeah, look, I think if you look at it now, I think there's every chance that they could replace Collingwood in there.
Yeah, I don't have Collingwood in there.
I think Collingwood are just gone.
All right, and that's the other game. Collingwood got over Richmond by 34 points. Well done to Collingwood. Won't talk about Richmond too much, just way too many injuries. They'll be a different side next year. All right, we've had a look at everything. This is the pre-game show thanks to Toyota Tundra. We love them. Ready for everything? Oh, what a feeling, Toyota. Let's do a few matchups. And the biggest question, I think, to come out of this game, forget about the biffo, is how does the defence of Port Adelaide strangle or stop Adelaide's forward line? I'd love your matchups. Let's start with Riley Thilthorpe.
Aliir,
yes.
Straight to Riley Thilthorpe. They've had some good battles in the past. Aliir at his best, his body work is outstanding, so he can get Thilthorpe off his line. He hits him early. And Aliir, as we know, one of the best intercept marks in the comp, so that'll be a big challenge. But from there,
but hang on,
very undersized from there on.
Okay,
Kimbo.
Can I play the devil's advocate? He's the best intercept marker in the team. Would you not rather have him doing that?
Well, who's going to play on Thilthorpe?
Oh, no need to snap. I was just throwing another one
just
out
asking.
there.
If you get
No, the other one is Zerk Thatch.
But Zerk Thatch is just
too
not
short.
Physically.
Okay, so you agree with Aliir and Thilthorpe?
Lee has to go to Thilthorpe.
Now, I really rate Jimmy Bartell. He's on another network, but he's a bloody ripper. He thinks the Fog's going to have a fat night tonight. He's saying he's going to kick 4 at least because there's no matchup. Who goes to Fogarty?
Well, whoever Zerk Thatcher gets will have a fat night.
Oh, come on.
I love Zerk Thatcher, but
no, you don't.
His body isn't what it used to be. Like that. The injury he sustained in the gym last year, I think he missed 12 weeks doing some heavy deadlifts, and he just hasn't moved the same. His agility's always been a little concern, so whoever gets him, I'll just be leading up at the footy non-stop, and that's how you get him.
I saw him running at training. I saw some vision. Gee, he looked a little bit... He looked like a draft horse, Willie.
And don't forget, Bix, Dawson didn't play in last showdown.
Yeah.
So, and who picks up Dawson when he just roams around the ground?
Yeah, well, I like Dawson's...
We'll get to Dawson. We'll get to Dawson.
I reckon.
Let's stick with the forward line. Let's stick
so
with the
I think
forward line.
Zerk Thatcher takes the deepest. So whether that's Walker or Fogarty, it'll be Zerk Thatcher. And whoever plays up a bit higher, I think that's Lockie Jones will most likely play on the other sort of tallish.
All right, can I just establish, put your credibility on the line here? So you got Aliir to Filthy. Who have you got going to Fogarty? Is it you, Chad? You on Lockie Jones?
Yeah, I think Lockie Jones.
It's a lose-lose really for Port. I'm agreeing with Bix. Whoever the deepest is, that's who Zerk Thatcher will go to.
Like 4 goals. If he did that, that's 40% of what he's kicked for the year.
Yeah, I know.
He's kicked 10 goals for the year.
Look a bit better last week.
I don't know where Jimmy Bartell's coming from, but like unless he's got a crystal ball,
he just thinks there's not a real good matchup for him.
Well, I don't think Port have got a good matchup for any of the 3 Adelaide forwards. They all could kick 4.
Hang on, Chad's tipping them. Come on.
And then,
Chad's waning. He's starting to wane, Chad.
Who goes to Rochelle? Who goes to Rankin if Rankin's forward? Because Darcy Byrne-Jones been in great form, but he's not a lockdown defender anymore. Lai is a good player, but he doesn't play that lockdown small defending role. He's a good intercept marker.
Who goes to Rochelle then?
Oh, they might have to put the challenge to Logan Evans or Josh Lai.
So here's the other one that they might do is could Logan Evans or Lai play taller on a Walker? Because I think Lockie Jones has got the power to go, and he has played on Nick Watson in the second half.
They might trust a Lai. He does play a bit taller.
And so then you put Lockie Jones onto Josh Rochelle, and he's one bloke you could try and get under his skin.
I don't mind that.
All right, boys. The unofficial anthem for the Port Adelaide Football Club. It's their home game. We're expecting around 47,000 here tonight. Kim Dillon, David Wildy, Mark Bickley and Chad Corns. We're going to have a bit of fun and hopefully we'll have a damn good footy game as well. The best pre-match in AFL, I think this is. Have we got an argument for that? No?
Well, Bix does.
Well, I just said it's getting a bit tired, isn't it?
It's on. It is on.
Port Adelaide, of course, for those who are listening around Australia and may not have heard, Port Adelaide wearing their Prison Bar jersey. It's a bit of a throwback to a team that was called the Invincibles in 1914. They won the premiership undefeated.
Boys, Taylor Walker's gone to the bench, so there's something a little bit different. I think Michael Annie as well. I can't see because the flags, people are waving their flags in front. We'll have a look.
Hawker Harnham. Curvis was there.
All right, really quickly, boys. Chad, what's your prediction?
Port Adelaide, 2 goals. Dante Vicentini straight to Keane, ruffling some feathers.
Big Willie. Big Willie.
Crows by 5 goals.
5 goals. Bigs.
Crows by 44 points.
Okay, I'm going the Crows by 57 points. Showdown 60 about to get underway. Here's David Wildy.
Can't wait. The last one was a ripper. Sweet got the ball down the ground. Horne-Francis gets the first possession, kicks the centre half forward, pushing and shoving. Led to the back of the pack. Stand by Worrell. He went after the footy. They go after Michael Annie. And the ball up 40 out for Port.
So Lai has gone to Rochelle. He started in the goal square.
Zach Thatcher to Fogarty.
McAndrew, what a revelation he's been. Now to Horne-Francis into the pocket. Kicks okay. Oh, pushing and shoving there. Should be a free kick to Vicentini. Wasn't paid.
Not much in that, Willie.
Yeah, looks
we
like
don't want a soft game.
Peatling has gone to Jason Horne-Francis at the 2 stoppages that we've had so far, and Horne-Francis had 2 disposals.
All right, showdown 60. This is AFL Nation. We're going to throw it in the left forward pocket. Southern end of Adelaide Oval. The River Torrens end. Goes in high. Sweet front position. Won the tap. Pushed it out. Went to Joey Richards on his left. Snapshot towards goal. Worrell sets himself. Big fist away by Isaac coming back into the side after those hamstring problems. First score. Port Adelaide get a point. And that is on when I change my page, which is stuck together. Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Kick in now to the other side. Crows hardly touch the footy. Only been going a minute, but it has been Port Adelaide early. Now they got the free kick. And there's Fogarty on their far side. Kicks towards the half-forward flank. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Taylor went up against the bigger man in Jones. Ball comes out towards the wing on all fours here. Lockie Jones again. So to Darcy Burn-Jones. The hurry kick came from Neil Bullen. Stand by Aaliyah. Back to Horne-Francis. He started really well from the half-back flank. Nice kick too. Goes to Whitlock.
Mitch Georgiades.
Georgiades, sorry, makes the may haven't called for a while, Kimbo. Goes back
now you've got Whitlock.
So Whitlock goes back to Butters. He's on the wing. Short ball. They're all over the Crows early. It's good stuff. Now to Bammett. A little short ball. Ollie Wine's going to have a shot from centre half forward, about 50.
Great ball movement and exactly the way Port need to attack the Crows' defence. Lower the eyes, not the long bomb. Port Adelaide have been conceding way too many intercept marks over the last month. So that ball movement there is what we want to see all night from them.
And when they've played well, they've had lots of uncontested marks. I reckon they had a chain of about 6 there. So
big question, can he get to 300 games? We'll need to play next year. Just kicks to the head of the square. It's a poor kick. Crows under the pump to lead in there. Players coming from everywhere. Ball Ace got involved. Port Adelaide look really good.
Great pressure.
There must be 2 number 18s. He's been everywhere. Jason Horne-Francis had it the moment ago on the half-back flank.
Yeah, well, he's had 4 touches. He's the only player. Well, he's had 4. Butters has had 2. Worrell's had 2. Every other player's had either 1 or none. So he is the man who has the potential to ignite this team, and he's been everywhere so far.
It was great forward pressure from all the Port Adelaide forwards. Dante Vicentini led the way. Horne-Francis in quickly after that. And a brilliant finish on the left. He's up and about, which we love, Trav.
Oh, Trav, you're just bringing the inserter in. He's here to push buttons.
Doesn't even have his mic on.
Fair Deacon. All right, ball back centre field. This is AFL Nation Showdown 60. Kim Dillon, David Wildy, Mark Bickley, Chad Corns with you. 7 points, play 0. Port Adelaide off to a fast start. McAndrew got up high. Sweet got higher. Ball went down to ground level. Peatling applies pressure. Ollie Wine's got it out to Butters. Smothered off the boot. Dawson underneath it. Sweet smashed it away. It goes out to Lukosius. Spins around. Gets on the right boot. Drives it inside 50. Oh, well done, Ball Ace. He has been in sensational form. Takes a strong mark. Plays on. Little kick. Finds Dawson, who brings it back to the members' side with a long kick looking for Saligo. Great hands. That's the McGain Real Estate Mark of the Day nomination. Drives it long. Philthorpe all by himself. Takes the mark. Wheels and goes. This is their first inside 50. Fogarty punched away from him. He gets rid of his opponent. Zach Taylor at the bottom of the pack. Couldn't take it. The Thatch handball went straight to Philthorpe. Now it goes to Cook. Oh, terrible left-footed kick. Picked up by DBJ, and Port should get out of trouble.
They bring it back towards the wing on the western side, and they up and about Port Adelaide. Drew went straight through, but remember Cook's last kick, he won the last showdown. That was his worst kick he's done in league footy.
Yeah, just looking at Darcy Fogarty, was great defence by Lai. Came back with the fighter, but you thought Dusty Fogarty was going to take a mark inside 50, but spoiled brilliantly.
Caught by 7 points. Been a really impressive start. They needed to start well, and they have. This time Cook takes possession and gets bundled over the line.
Horn Francis just went off there, so what's he played? The first 4 minutes 55. He went off, he was blowing, so he's started hard early. Have a quick break, then get back on, I'm sure.
So Bickley going to Butters. Hasn't featured much yet. Ollie Wines into McAndrew, as we said. He's had an outstanding start to his career. Off the half-back flank goes Cumming. Did well. Michael Annie's caught, but got rid of it. Richards couldn't take it. Cumming did well. Butted up beautifully. 1, 2, 3 might get. Just pushed it out wide. Going through again, Michael Annie. Now to Dawson.
Pressure.
Little fumble. Pressure enormous at the moment. Ball towards the boundary line. The big man there was McAndrew. Looks so ungainly. He's now to Lai. Gives it off to Wines again. To centre half forward. Not a great kick. Could have been a free kick to Keane. Keane from half-back just goes to Laird.
You've got to go back and watch what Willem Drew did in that last passage of play. 3, 4, 5 efforts defensively. It was just outstanding.
Yeah, brilliant play by Willem Drew. He's been a little bit down over the last month. Laird, just trying to take a little bit of sting out of the opening few minutes. Went short to McAndrew. And then McAndrew went short to Michael Lanny, who now drives it down the members' wing. Good intercept mark there, taken by Logan Evans.
Yeah. Just a really dangerous part of the ground. Shallow entry. Tried to thread the needle.
Not switched on yet, Adelaide.
No, not yet. We'll get a few matchups shortly from the boys if there's anything out of the norm.
There's an interesting matchup on the far wing, Kimbo. Lukosius v. Curtin on the far wing.
And they're going to be in the action here now. Front position, Lukosius couldn't take the mark. Keys comes in, taken to the ground, didn't even try and get rid of it. Umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't reckon, look at McAndrews sprinting to get across. He's not going to get there for this ball up, I don't think. Well, the umpire, this is stupid. He waited for them.
Yeah, well.
Just throw it up.
Going to try not to talk about the umpires tonight. I think it'll be difficult the way they've been going recently. Sweets up for the fight, got it out. Yeah, it wasn't a handball, was it? Mead gets it. His handball was errant, went straight to Laird. Laird gets it to Curtin. It's on the outer wing. His kick, put someone under a lot of pressure. That was Rankin. The ball's still in play, paddled forward, and it goes out of play in the right forward pocket, outer side of the Adelaide Oval. Port Adelaide leading by 7 points on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Yeah, terrific start by the Power. And pro Port Adelaide crowd tonight's their home game. What the crowd will end up with, you're hearing 47,000 somewhere,
the
Kim.
Boys at the gate said around 47.
Yeah, you've got to trust the boys too. McAndrew worked his way to front. Posse can't get over a 7-footer and he bangs it out of bounds. Not even Butters could keep that in.
Yeah, Port Adelaide on top around the stoppages at the minute. They're at 5-1, so very important. If they are to be any chance, they need to be really dominant around that area of the ground.
Mentioned Willem Drew, 135 games straight. Ben Keys, 145 straight. Both durable players as McAndrew. Be a good battle, this one. Off the ground, poor effort there. Dawson was really good. Ends up with Cook. Cook towards goal at the northern end. Will land in the square. Alia went after the bounce, beat everyone. Walker tried to bring it back in. Goes out of play. Left full forward pocket, northern end.
Alrighty, things have settled down a little bit. Frenetic start by Port Adelaide. It is 7 points to no score. Ball to be thrown in the left forward pocket. Northern end of the Adelaide Oval, members side. McAndrew fighting for front position. Just got a hand on it. Went down to Alia. Socket off the ground by Fogarty. Ball still alive. Ware gets a handball out. Goes as far as Burgoyne. He jams it on the right. Big push there. Umpire said it was legal. Wow. And Mitch Georgiades, better known as Mitchiades, takes the mark on the half-back flank.
Was a good mark, but there was also a push. Goes back to go forward. Kick was nice to Zirk Thatcher. Good to see him back in the sides. Had a wretched run. Now Alia hugged the boundary line. Lukosius, another one they need back. And he's normally beautiful kick. Look at that one. An absolute dart. So Port Adelaide can go forward through Richards.
There's a real want to take the uncontested marks and make the ground as big as possible in offence. They don't want to be going long to the contest.
Crows are just stunned at the moment. They've had hardly any ball. Logan Evans back to Alia. Had that massive showdown last time they met. This works the wing.
Kick.
So Adelaide just have to shorten the leg rope. At the moment, their teasing distance is too far, so they're giving Port Adelaide these short kicks.
Yeah, they're doing it well too.
Got to get closer so they can try and turn the ball over.
Port Adelaide 1-1. Adelaide still haven't scored. Joe Berry kicks to the forward line. Up they go again. A terrific mark, Georgiades.
Well, see, Ball Ace is up here on the wing, so I'm not sure how he got mixed up there. So he's generally been the one has been opposed to Georgiades, but he just got lost.
So there's been real work from Port Adelaide in terms of their entries inside 50, and that was a beautifully weighted kick from Joe Berry, just enough out in front of Mitch Georgiades so he could have a run and jump at it. Beautifully weighted kick.
Just watch the replay. Thanks to Rival Brothers, keeping Adelaide going. Love their coffee.
31-34 this year. Has been very errant in front of goal. He's a star player and he needs to kick this for Port Adelaide second. And it's a shocker. He's got a bit of the Jake Waterman yips at the moment.
Well,
Waterman's 31-40.
He's got the Ian Baker Finches at the minute.
That was awful. That was awful.
Barely squeaked him from point.
And it's not getting any better from here on in, is it? Like in terms of you missed your first one. You put yourself
needed to put that first one through.
Under pressure.
Mark Keane bites off a lot, as he always does. Mark nearly taken there. I think it was Josh Lai maybe. Ball goes down to ground level. Butters is there, been a little bit quiet in the opening stanza.
Got Peatling right on his hammer.
Yeah, Peatling been doing a good job the last 6 weeks. Sweet wins another tap, got it straight down to Butters that time. Ball goes inside 50, goes out of play, left forward pocket, southern end of the Adelaide Oval, outer side. 7 points is the lead and the score to Port Adelaide. Adelaide are yet to hit the scoreboard. That's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Yeah, but once again, Port Adelaide come out of the blocks early. They needed to, as we said. They haven't really hurt Adelaide too much yet on the scoreboard. McAndrew brings it to ground. Sweet involved. Mead on the far side. Should be more Port jumpers. Richards' kick was a beauty. And Whitlock's mark 35 metres out from goal, directly in front.
Well, Adelaide just can't get their hands on it at the moment. The Port Adelaide winning the contested footy. And that was just a loose ball. Richards gets it, turns around, and once again, 5 or 6 metres off your man, and you're going to get hurt if Port Adelaide are going to lower their eyes like that.
It's got shades of last weekend's Collingwood, Chad, when they started well, Port, but they need to put this through. Whitlock, we like him. We all love him as a player. The young man for Port second. Oh, the umpire raced away to his right. Absolutely sprinted, and he just snuck it in for a point as well. So Port are letting Adelaide off the hook.
Yeah, over the last month, second worst conversion in the AFL when it started that way again tonight.
Hong Kong with the ball. He's been a revelation, this lad. Hugo Hall-Kahan, front position, mark taken by McAndrew. Better known as Stretch to his teammates. Plays on with a handball. Gets it over to Mike Alani. Not a great looking kick. And just touched there by Taylor Walker. No, umpire said it was out. Wow.
One did, and one put his hands behind his back.
Well, it's either a free kick or it was play on, isn't it?
They're going to throw it in. Walker tried to tap it back to his teammate.
Well, it can only be one out.
That's tight, isn't it?
I reckon it's a free kick. Bring the lasso out, boys.
Throw it in.
Well, how can it be a throw-in? It's one or the other.
Well, I thought it went over the line.
So it's a free kick.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
if
said.
he taps it back in, it's in, and it's play on.
No, it was over the line, though.
So it's a free kick then.
Well, that's what I said 3 times, Biggs.
But I'm just saying,
where'd you go the last 2 minutes?
In terms of the umpire, you can't throw it in.
He stuffed it up. And they went upstairs. Anyway, doesn't matter. Ball comes back on for Archers. Oh, wrapped up in a tackle. That's on the ball. All day, every day.
Big tackle.
And that'll just move the needle a little bit for the Adelaide Footy Club, I reckon.
Magnificent tackle. Wow.
So Worrell's got it. He's playing angry. There was a bit of stuff in the media about him during the week.
He's recovered from his bender by the looks of things.
Well, she went to his partner's birthday party. All right. Mark Keane with the football. Adelaide just looking to slow it down a little bit. Ball goes to Dawson. Kicks down the line. Beautiful kick. Finds Walker. It's a bit of attention from Drew. No, it's Berry. Apologies. Berry now has it. Too far out to score. Drives it in long. Walker's the target. Front of the pack. Couldn't take it. Ball still alive. Fogarty crashed his way through. Umpire said holding the ball. Gee, that was tough.
Opportunity. Not a thing anymore, apparently.
There's not a lot of encouragement to win the ball, is there?
Let the boys play.
Well, the minute he actually took possession, he was sat on by 3 Port Adelaide players. I'm not sure how he was meant to.
Port Adelaide, they have really brought the intent to pressure the Crows as soon as they get it. Relentless pressure.
Aaliyah likes the big games. Bama dropped the centre. Vicentini, Lockie Jones all get involved now. Willem Drew back to the wing. And later the numbers back. Mark Keane. Amazingly only played game number 57. Rochelli's got to go from the side. He did it. And Lai came in and took him again. Real estate mark of the night.
He's a good player, this young fella.
Adelaide's entries have been really poor. They've gone long to really shallow parts of the 50-metre line.
Kick goes down the line. Front position, Keane underneath it. Couldn't take it. Joey Berry does. Handball was more in hope than good management. Might work, maybe. No, it doesn't. Taken by Keane. Hospital handball. Fair dinkum set up his teammate. They're going to turn it over. Free kick will go the way of Hong Kong. Paul Kahan. I don't think he's missed a target in his 4 games of AFL football. Gets it to Laird. His kick was good to Berry. Too far out to score, or is he? Goes long, front position. Underneath it, Fogarty snapshot. Should be a goal, and it is. Adelaide get there first. Fogg gets his first.
Really good transition there from the Crows off the intercept by Keane. Then got the free kick and lowered their eyes beautifully. Port Adelaide just caught offside. It was a deeper entry inside 50. Aliir slightly out of position, scrambling at the end. Fogg gets it to ground. Good follow-up and beautiful snap on the left.
Yeah, so that's the difference. They got it to the middle of the ground. They then took 2 short, uncontested marks. Berry then, from just outside 50, kicks it to the goal square rather than launching from the centre circle and kicking it to a shallow area 45, 50 metres out. So that's better method from Adelaide. They got the result.
All the boundary updates thanks to Green Door Pathways, linking employers with military veterans. Lukosius looking to come back on.
Berry, what a player he's become too. Won the showdown medal at 19 tackles in 28 possessions. Port Adelaide free kick. So Jason Horne-Francis had a dynamic first 5 minutes. Little short ball, cut off air, and they might make it pay. Berry got involved. It was number 3 to number 2. Now it's Hall Kahan. Kicks to half forward. Rochelle is a dangerous player. Snapped around the body in the Fogarty direction. Went straight through. Rochelle picks it up again. Scrubbers' World Cup goal! Absolute World Cup goal! We know you can play soccer!
My goodness!
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant!
A goal from Rochelle.
Wow.
And he right in front of the Eddie Betts pocket. That is Eddie Betts-esque. It was a dribbling kick from 40 metres. They're hard to do. As we watch the replay there, he's up against the boundary line, got it working back towards goal and got a lovely bounce.
He's got a magic boot and he can do anything. He could have socked it, he could have done anything, but bounce once, 2, and the big final bounce goes through.
So as good as Port Adelaide have been in the opening minutes, we're about 17 minutes into the first term. Adelaide have hit the front by 4 points. He had 2 goes at it. His first kick was a pass. It wasn't very good, but he butted up and he made the most of it.
26
from
for the
boundary.
26 goals.
Going along nicely. I know on our show we were running a competition. Who'd win the showdown medal? He got a few nominations. Beautifully done midfield. Saligo pushing the back. Gee, you can't do a lot of body contact now, can you? All right, goes Ollie Wines. Handball over towards Horne-Francis. Drives it in long. Worrell from behind. Berry close to the boundary line. Ball goes out of play. We'll have a throw in. Left forward pocket. Southern end of the Adelaide Oval.
The last one that went forward that Adelaide scored off was just Port Adelaide trying to do that little short pass and Adelaide just being close enough to get a fist in and turn it over. So looks like they're trying to make the adjustment because Port Adelaide had a whole lot of uncontested marks so far.
Special comments, Mark Bickley and Chad Corn's ball where Port Adelaide wanted left full forward pocket. Now they can exit through Rankin with a productive kick along the wing. Zerk Thatcher dropped it. The crump comes down to Neil Bullen. Sweeps it outright to Walker. Debuted in 2009 to the Tex, and the kick was pinpoint perfect to Keys. The running machine. Kicked 3 goals at the last showdown. Kicks up towards centre half. Full good mark again. This time,
Josh Lyde.
Yeah, he's taken
so
a couple of beauties and goes short to Butters.
Yeah, he's a beauty. That's a McGain Real Estate nomination for Mark of the Day.
Good hands.
Same thing again, though. It's a long entry in the air for a long time to that shallow 40 metres out. Gives Port Adelaide defenders a chance.
Bad kick. It came out wide looking for Lukosius. Then it was taken by Cumming. He was the destroyer. His kick is absolutely awful. He's given it straight back to Joshy Lai.
It was poor.
Well, I think Lai will use it better this time.
He's sucking the big ones
Third
in.
intercept mark already, Josh Lai. Real feature of his game.
Looking a bit knackered already. Ball goes long. Big lead by Bam Bam. That was Bamit. Now picked up by Nankervis got the handball over, went to Bickley, then to Josh Worrell. Here's a chance underneath it. Saligo. Gee, got his hands on it. Ball goes out of play. Left forward pocket. Want to give a stylish moment to Josh Rochelle, thanks to our good friends at Kixo Styling, turning oh no inspections into oh wow moments.
Good stuff, Kimbo. Adelaide now pressing. Port Adelaide dominated the first 8 to 9 minutes. Crows hitting back hard. Phil Thorpe, big body in front. Got the ball to ground. Lurking is Rankin. Not even he could keep that ball in. Right behind him was Ollie Wines. Will Ollie get to 300, Chad?
No. Unfortunately not. I think his knee doesn't have a lot left in it, Wilds.
Okay. Yeah, he's been a wonderful player. Brownlow medalist 2021. Best and fairest winner as well. Ball to ground. Butters just fires it out. Just goes for territory, really, but it was a good kick in the end. And Berry got away from Hall Kahan on his left boot. Silver service to Georgiades.
Nothing ahead of him.
Ace had to wait for the troops to arrive. Goes back to Mead. Adelaide getting a lot of numbers back, so they're forced to go laterally this time. Lockie Jones back towards Butters. Can he spot a man? Oh, beautiful kick. Can he spot a man? Is that Bam that's come
Bam,
out?
yep.
Chad Corns christened him Bam Bam, and looks like it's stuck.
Just watching Max Michaelani just put in the same postcode.
Yeah, nice kick though. Gee.
They're really trusting themselves just to hit that short target and then lower their eyes going inside 50. That's their 4th mark inside 50 to the Crows 0.
Xavier Bamit's kicked a goal in both games he's played. He's 40 out directly in front. Southern end. They deserve a goal. Port, they've been playing well. Umpire went to his left. And the crowd can hear the
3 set shots, Chad. They must be gutted with that in the coach's box, not rewarding all the good work they're doing.
Breaks your heart, doesn't it? You look at 1-4, they've all been gettable bigs, and the Crows go down, score quickly, 2-0 to 1-4. I just hope that's not the factor that cost Port the game.
Hall Kahan went down the middle of the ground. Ball stolen by Alex Neil-Bullen. Gave the handball to Peatling. Shrugged a tackle. Handball was poor though. May turn it over. Logan Evans had it. Lost it. Picked up by Walker. Tried to get it to Dawson. He punched it forward. He was tackled when he didn't have possession. I thought that was a little soft. Ball goes back to Dawson. He about 75 out. Nearly kick it from there, but he holds back on it. Drops it in long. Aliria was there. Picked up by Alex Neil-Bullen. Snapshot.
It's touched.
Well picked up. No celebration. Oh no, he thinks he's kicked it.
Goal.
It's a goal.
I think you'll find it's touched.
Well, Biggs.
They're not remonstrating at all.
No, they're not, Biggs.
Jones doesn't look all that confident.
I thought it came off he literally kicked it into him.
No, you stuffed up my call there, Biggs, with a beautiful passage of play. I don't think so, but they'll go upstairs and check it anyway.
Good effort by Thilthorpe, just watching him come back at the foot. He gets a spoil. No, went up. Oh, he did.
Oh, he did put his hand up.
Looked like it went under his...
Yeah, under Lockie Jones. Never went near it.
Jones
Never went near it.
He had a windy.
Unless it hit his big thighs.
Tried to con the up there, Jonesy.
He did. Naughty boy. He got big sucked in.
He did.
Margin back out to 8 points. It can happen to the best of us. We got the advantage of the replays thanks to Rival Brothers Coffee Roasters. Taste the difference. Adelaide by 8 points. That's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. This is AFL Nation for Didi. Say yes, I Didi.
Massive difference has been Adelaide. 3 straight. Port Adelaide, who said missed 3 real gettables. Should be in front but aren't. But they go forward again. Back of the pack there was Keane. He's come back like a duck to water. Gives it off to Laird. Down to the wing. Walker pushing and shoving. Jones there. Little fumble down the side. Came from Ware. Forced to go back in. The Jones boy got him back in to Darcy Burn-Jones. Here's Richards. What can he do? He's a live wire. And kicks to Georgiades again. The delivery great. Now Mitch has to go back and kick the goal.
Georgiades was a metre behind him. It was a great kick by Richards. But as we talked about before the game, the speed factor, Georgiades v ball ace, he's going to beat him every time.
He'll kick this one. The harder ones he kicks, the sitters he misses.
He's going to kick around the corner.
It's harder than the last one.
There's bread and butter, this one. Kick around the body from 35 out.
Round the body, Georgiades does kick around the body and kicks a goal. And boy, do they need that one. Mitch gets his first 32nd goal for the year. And they don't hit the lead, but they come right back into the game.
I see what they have done. They've marked it inside forward 50, Chad. They've been able to find some marks. That'd be 4 marks inside that I can recall.
Yeah, that was their fifth mark inside 50. The delivery has been beautifully, just enough out in front. And like you said, Bix, the way to get this Crows defence is to lead up hard on them. Avoid the long bob inside 50 where you can. And Mitch, so he sets up his lead beautifully there in behind Borlase, and the kick is spot on. So that there will do Mitch the world of good in terms of his confidence.
Clearance is 13-3 in Port Adelaide's favour.
Bix, is Worrell the best man for Georgiades, you reckon?
Well, but then I'm just not sure who you... Maybe
he's got the pace side thing. I don't think Borlase's quick enough.
Adelaide's best interceptor, though. Borlase gets the lockdown job. It's only one goal. We'll wait. We'll see, though. You're normally on the money, Willie. Willem Drew takes it, pumps it inside 50. Oh, Adelaide competing against themselves. Ball goes to ground level. Whitlock was strong. Picked up by Georgiades. He's going to kick another one, Willie. You might be right. He gets one. Port Adelaide go 4 points in front.
That was on Worrell, though, I think.
No, and that is on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Yeah, I think they changed that matchup. Wills, as you were speaking, Worrell did go to Georgiades. I think Borlase went to Whitlock. And Mitch, that's fortuitous goal from Mitchell, not known for his live ball snaps. That's a real bonus for him. Did a good job in getting the ball to ground. Recovered quickly and a beautiful snap.
Well, 6-0 out of the middle. Adelaide have got to get himself organised in the centre square. Yeah. Jason Horne-Francis is dominant in there. He's had 3 of the 6.
A few quiet players for Adelaide too. We'll get the numbers shortly. Bix, Dan Curtin hasn't done a lot yet. Perhaps a couple others could get a move on as well.
Your best defender so far, thanks to your trusted pest experts at Murray's. Josh Lai would be up there for Port Adelaide.
Yeah, good call, Kimbo. McAndrew. Butters went off the ground and gets his own crumb. This time goes off the side of the shoe. Burgoyne had to go. Gee, Michael had an airy there, but he grabbed Richards. He didn't grab the ball, but he certainly grabbed him on the ball. Wow.
Trying to get around him. I thought he lifted him off the ground and dumped him into the turf. Seemed worse or less paid for a sling.
Shoots it out wide to Rankin. Can go further to Keys if he wants him.
It's 7-0 out of the centre bounce. That's an absolute torching.
So Rankin now goes along the line, almost out of 50. Gee, Philthorpe got the crumb. Lear dropped it, ends up towards Taylor. Zaki Taylor did well. Dawson loves the goal. Can the skipper deliver? No, he misses. I think it's at 17-3 for the year for Dawson. Thank him to kick that.
He's on his natural left as well.
Had time and space, didn't he? Hadn't had a whole stack of it. That's his 6th possession.
2.5 minutes remaining in the first term. Port Adelaide leading by 3 points, and that's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. 10% off almost everything is on now. Ball came out to Keane, stood his ground. Big tackle by Drew. At the bottom of the pack was Berry.
Yep.
So we'll have a ball up on the members' wing, right in front of the AFL Nation commentary box. Kim Dillon, David Wildy, Chad Corns, Mark Bickley. Taken there, jammed on the boot by Rankin. Ball goes inside 50. Fogarty will kick a goal. Snaps, can normally bend them back, but it's not bending back enough.
Need a big leggy, didn't he?
Yeah, so margin reduced to 2 points. Port Adelaide leading, and we've got 2 minutes 25 left on the clock.
Yeah, they've been really brave, Port Adelaide. They should be ahead by more. Other night, this is showdown 60. Last one was an absolute thriller. The ball back towards the wing. A lot of bodies go after. Port Adelaide intercepted each other then, mucked each other up. Rankin started to get involved. Should have got a free kick or a throw. No, the throw was right.
Yeah, on the ball.
So Zach Butters, what's his positions? Chad Zach.
It's coming up for his 11th.
Wow. He loves showdowns. In 30 in the losing one last time. He's also won a medal. And Lukosius with the footy. Time for Port Adelaide now. Lukosius' kick wasn't great. Almost marked there by Burgoyne. Coming through there was Worrell. Got involved 1-2. The 1-2-3. Berry.
Hello.
And his pocket pick. Georgiades left him behind. Keys just worked it out beautifully to Rochelle. He's got a bit of time and space now. Cuts in board to Saligo. Running on his Keys. Keys has got a man in the pocket to Philthorpe. Delivery perfect. And Philthorpe marks in front of the scoreboard. Tight angle. He might go around to the left. Or will he kick a drop punt, Bix?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for the drop punt, but Lear just got caught in no man's land, wasn't pressing up, wasn't going back. And then Philthorpe just raced him back to goal, and it was a pretty easy kick in the end.
Hasn't been accurate this year, 18 goals, 16. Normally kicked 60 goals last year. But Adelaide to go back in front. Been a terrific first quarter. Put Adelaide by 2 points. Riley Philthorpe, the big number 7, kick on its way.
Oh, good.
And he has kicked it. Terrific kick. Goal of the night. Really was a terrific goal there too. And he made it look simple for Revo Fitness. Riley Philthorpe's first picks.
Well, when you think about Rochelli's snap, that one there, which is from the boundary line, like Adelaide have actually kicked pretty well that goal. Port Adelaide have missed a couple. You're right. Adelaide find himself in front, but probably shouldn't have been. And when you think about the dominance that Port have had out of the centre circle and clearances all round, 15-4, it belies the whole game, doesn't it? The fact that Adelaide are in front.
Looking at a replay, a very heavy tackle. Zach Butters on Rankin. Rankin's come off and getting his knee checked from that incident.
All righty, we'll keep you across that one. Beautifully picked up, Chad. I'll tell you what, the big filthy made it look simple thanks to Revo Fitness. Training made simple. We've got about a minute remaining. 40 seconds, in fact. Taken there was Berry. Managed to get boot on the ball. Crashing his way through. That was Joe Berry. So we had Sam Berry, then Joe Berry, and he's picked out a free kick. No.
Tackling's been great.
It has.
Umpire let it go. That's good. We want a tough game of footy. Ball thrown up. There's still time for a score. Goes out towards Jason Horn-Francis. That's possession number 9 already. And it goes over the boundary line, so the lasso comes out for the first time. Adelaide take it. Do they have time? I think they do. 30 seconds remaining.
You haven't got the feeling, have you?
No, I haven't got the feeling. No, I'll let you know. It'll come naturally, Willie. I reckon they'll just run it down here. But, mark taken by Curtin. If he turns and wheels, I reckon they've stopped that clopping correctly as well. Terrible kick there and a good mark taken by Lear.
He's like a brick ball. Jelly bounced off him.
And tried to affect the spoiler. It was like running into a brick wall.
Wonderful player, Lear. Kicks back towards the wing. Only seconds remaining. Port Adelaide will mark. Do they realise now? They will and go.
8 seconds.
High kick to half for the Nita mark. It's an Adelaide mark, Mike Delaney. But what a quarter footy. We'll check that score quarter time. Adelaide with better kicking, 4-2-26. Port Adelaide 3-4-22, the margin 4.
All right, we'll hear from the boys, Mark Bickley and Chad Corns, during the break, or when we get back from the break. It is quarter time here at the Adelaide Oval on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. As David Wildy mentioned, it is Adelaide leading by 4 points. Perhaps, though, Port Adelaide have been the superior side. We'll go through the stats very shortly. This is AFL Nation for Dee. Say yes, I Dee.
That quarter on AFL Nation was for Tyre Power. End of financial year sale now on, with 25% off selected Toyo tyres. Tyrepower.com.au.
Are you aged between 18 to 65 and generally healthy? CMAX is looking for people like you to take part in a clinical trial. By participating, you'll help researchers investigate a new potential treatment for people living with solid tumours. Eligible volunteers will spend 21 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend 1 follow-up visit, take 1 phone call and get paid for their time. Make a meaningful impact in medical research. Apply today at cmax.com.au.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. To make way for new ranges, National Tiles end of financial year half price clearance is on now. Rush into National Tiles now and pay half price for hundreds of beautiful National wall and floor clearance tiles, all with our exclusive lifetime guarantee. Yes, rush into National Tiles now for our famous half price annual clearance on beautiful National wall and floor clearance tiles. But you'll have to be quick, so rush into National Tiles or go online now and save. Conditions apply.
Tundra. Toyota's flagship truck is here with our most powerful performance hybrid engine, undeniable Toyota quality and a 4.5-tonne brake towing capacity. It's ready to work hard and play harder. Question is, are you ready for it? Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything and available now. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. Check Vehicles Owner's Manual and Toyota Basic Towing Guide before attaching loads.
The rising cost of living is being felt by almost everyone. For many families, it's making it even harder to put food on the table, pay rent, and cover other essential items. As the pressure grows, more people are turning to Uniting SA's emergency assistance for support. With your help, they can provide food, warmth, and everyday essentials to people doing it tough this winter. Make a tax-deductible donation to the Uniting SA Winter Appeal. Visit unitingsa.com.au.
Have you heard about World Play? It's free to enter and someone could win 20 million.
So you can actually win $20 million?
Yep. You just have to predict every winner from the knockout stage, all the way through to the final. Then pick the final match score.
And it's free to enter?
Yeah, free to enter. Takes less than 2 minutes at worldplay.com. Quick though, entries close this weekend.
The $20 million World Play Knockout Round Prediction Challenge. Enter at worldplay.com.
Australia only, 18 plus, limited to first 500,000 entries. Maximum 1 entry per person, terms and conditions apply. New South Wales permit number TP/03783. ACT permit number TP26/01370.
Would you like to make your dreams come true?
As long as it's under $1,000.
Or go on a holiday of a lifetime?
As long as it's under $1,000.
Well, you can, as long as it's under $1,000.
As long as it's under... Sorry.
Open a new Access or Educator Plus account with Credit Union SA and you'll automatically be entered into a monthly draw for a chance to win $1,000 between now and July. And if you miss out the first month, you'll still stay in the draw right through to July. See creditunionsa.com.au for more info. T's and C's apply.
That means terms and conditions.
Consider if the product is right for you. New members only.
Right from the very first bounce, this lineup has aced it today. They've been kicking with pinpoint accuracy.
When your business needs something delivered, don't risk it. ACET with ACET Transport Solutions. We have a fleet of over 220 vehicles, vans, utes, trucks. No delivery is too big or too small. Delivering for South Australia for over 25 years. Book online in 3 simple steps. acetransport.au. Don't just send it, ACET.
Every year, over 30,000 Australians develop blood clots. That's why CMAX Clinical Research is investigating a potential treatment for thromboembolic disorders and needs your help. If you're generally healthy and aged between 18 and 65 years, you could be eligible to take part. By participating, you'll spend 8 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend 10 follow-up visits and get paid for your time. Ready to make a difference? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
You're listening to The Showdown on AFL Nation for DD. Yes, I DD this footy season.
Some of the pumps who led in there. Players coming from everywhere. Ball Ace got involved. What do they look really good on?
Berry to Barry to score, or is he? Goes long, front position, underneath the Fogarty snapshot, should be a goal, and it is.
In the Fogarty direction, went straight through. Rochelle picks it up again. Scrubbers' World Cup goal! Absolute World Cup goal! We know he can play soccer!
Ball goes to ground level. Whitlock was strong, picked up by Georgiades. He's going to kick another one, Wildy. You might be right.
Maccas, I'm loving it moments. This footy season, never miss a moment with McDelivery.
Yeah, some great highlights there from the first term. It's 4-2 to 3-4. This is AFL Nation for DD. Say yes, I DD. It's Showdown 60. Let's go to Chad Corns. Your thoughts?
Well, Port Adelaide on top, an absolute smashing around the clearances. It's 16-4 clearances and 7-0 in the centre clearances. The only thing that's hurting Port Adelaide is their conversion in front of goal.
Yeah, they've been very ordinary and they've been like that all year. Statistically, though, Adelaide in front in a few areas.
Well, only in contested ball will get, as Chad said, smashed in clearance. Porter kicked 1-4 from stoppage, so they would have loved to have hurt Adelaide a bit more. And the other one is Butters has had 11, but he's going at 55% disposal efficiency. Horne-Francis 9, going at 33%. So getting their hands on it, but not quite using it as well as they would like at this stage.
Great game of footy in Showdown 60. Kim Dillon, David Wildy, Mark Bickley and Chad Corns with you on a Saturday night going all around Australia. It's the Crows leading by 4 points.
Yeah, great first quarter. Remember, great second quarter. Port Adelaide hit the ground running. David Saligo, first kick of the second term to half forward. Lie's been really good. How's the hands there? Gee, the young man's played well. The game real estate mark of the night. He's taken 3 of them tonight.
Well, 4 intercept marks, so he's done really well.
Works along the wing. Crows would have got a bit of a rev up, I reckon, from Nix at quarter time.
Well, they did get their first centre clearance there. McAndrew was able to get the ball back to Saligo, who cleared it.
So Saligo on Butters at the moment. Butters again just racks them up, and Horne-Francis, the big guns. They need them all to fire tonight if they can keep their nose in front. Ball to ground. Berry gets better by the game. Stayed in and now goes out. Lasso comes out. Free kick to Port Adelaide.
Adelaide were pushing an extra player up to stoppage, giving Port Adelaide a spare in defence. I reckon they've even numbers up, Chad. And they're just equalised Port Adelaide in their own forward 50.
Yeah, it looks like that. And just looking at Isaac Rankin on the bench, he's got that knee strapped up, looks ready to come back on.
Great mark taken by Whitlock. That boundary update thanks to Green Door Pathways. Love their support, linking employers with military veterans. Whitlock, McGain Real Estate Mark of the Night nomination. Drives it up towards half forward. Members side, about 55 out. Nice handball by Butters. Got it to Wines. Oh, he set up the young fella there. And that was Durden.
Yet to touch the footy, Durden. As well as Zato. Two Port Adelaide players yet to touch the footy.
Zato playing his second AFL game. Oh, Butters took it beautifully. Snaps around his body. Doesn't get enough purchase on it underneath it. Good mark taken by Borlays, who seems to be back on Mitch Georgiades. But
pretty gutsy. He was on there about a metre out. Could have just pumped it through. Elected to go for the mark and was good enough to take it.
Now he kicks down the line. Front position. Nankervis nearly got a hand on it. Couldn't take it. Peatling got it. Really quick hands. Gave it to Berry. Likewise Dawson. Gives it to Alex Neil-Bullen on the boundary line. Kicks down the line. A one-on-one. Dilthorpe too strong for Aliir. Adelaide players running everywhere. He decides to kick to a one-on-one. Rochelle front position. Went to ground. Lies pulling his pants down at the moment. He gets it. Goes one way then the other. Kicks around his body. The pressure was too much. Kicked it out on the full.
Tripped over his pants. Around his ankles.
So you go Adelaide now. Neil-Bullen's already kicked the goal. He's 60 out, so just centres play almost to the goal square. Phil looks on song tonight. Ball goes to ground. Lukosius coughed it up. Richards has been good. As Chad Corn said, snared by Berry. A lot of players around the fall of the footy. Adelaide just trying to work it forward. Big tackle there, Willem Drew now. He's got it back to Zerk Thatcher. Back to the wing. Worrell, as always, reads it beautifully.
It was nearly 52. He took the mark. Horn Francis knocked it out of his hands as he was bringing it back.
So Adelaide chip it around. Joshy Worrell goes to Laird, the veteran, the three-time club champion. In turn goes short to Peatling, running past his Worrell. Normally a thumping kick, but he's a left footer. He's on the wrong side. Puts it to the hot spot. Lukosius front position. Good mark. That's what he needs to do. I love him on the wing, Chatty.
Yeah, he's looked sharp tonight, and ball in hand, he's absolutely striking them beautifully.
Yeah, hits them like a one would.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
He turns it over, the commentator's curse. Wowee. And now it ends up with a short pass to Fogarty. Well done, Chad.
Using the corridor of confusion, Kimbo.
Not a good place to be. Oh, the Fog, arguably the best kick in the competition for a set shot.
Hasn't been this year, though.
Cut him some slack.
It used to be.
10 goals, 8 for
Not
the
these
year.
days, Kimbo.
I look at a lifetime's work. That's a better way to look at it, Bix, isn't it?
A body of work.
Only as good as your last couple, though.
I'm getting no love here whatsoever. The Fog put it through the middle, son. He has a shot from 47, 40-degree angle. It's coming back. Coming back. The Fog, the best kick in the league. Adelaide go to a 10-point lead.
Again, disappointing from Port Adelaide. Great intercept from Lukosius, and very unlike him, direct turnover, really costly.
Second goal to Darcy Fogarty. That was a beautiful kick. It just struck it nicely. Didn't over-kick it. And got the carry easily.
Once again, though, like the minute you turn the ball over, your backmen are all out of position, and that was just a simple re-entry for someone like Dawson. There was separation there. Fogarty just hits back up at the kicker and takes an uncontested mark. 35 metres out, 60-degree angle.
Hard to see what Lukosius was trying to do with that kick, Bix. There wasn't an option that we could see from up here.
No.
The biggest lead of the game, Adelaide Crows now 10 points. And you can feel Port Adelaide went up the rears in it. So Dawson and Butters, the fall of footy, which I like. Gee, Butters just finds it all the time. Traffic parted, he went straight through. Kick up towards Borlays here, nice mark. He's growing in stature too, Bix.
That's his second intercept mark on Mitch in the last couple of minutes. Mitch has got to get that ball to ground.
Sweeps it out wide. Dangerous kick to a one-on-one. Logan Evans out there. Ball slips over the back of the pack. Port have the numbers. They should win out. Evans, he ran out in the end, stepped out. Ain't no real attempt to keep it in. But
and that's probably the only bit about Borlays, which is still for him to be working on. He took that mark instantly. There were players spreading everywhere. Just didn't have the confidence to peel one of those kicks off. Then goes back and slowly and has to go for a safe kick.
Ball thrown in on the outer wing. Oh, big tackle there on Dawson. Ball close to the boundary line. Curtin kept it in, and then there's a strong tackle on Lukosius. He says it was high. The umpire agrees. No, he doesn't. So we'll have a throw in on the outer side. he was convincing with his appeal. AFL Nation for DD. Say yes, I DD. Kim Dillon, David Wildy. Just change your Christian name. Mark Bickley and Chad Corns with you. Curtin gets the ball. Got it over to Maud. Stretch McAndrew. Jams it on the boot. Goes inside 50. Laconically taken there by Philthorpe. Kick around his body.
Good bounce.
Terrible bounce there for Fogarty. Taken though by Lockie Jones. He's under pressure. There's some trouble looming. Picked up there by Alex Neil-Bullen. Taken by Zach Taylor. Handball wasn't great. Holding the ball. And we heard a stat on him, Chatty. He's in the top 5 ranked small forwards.
Over the last month?
Yeah, not tonight so far.
5th ranked small forward in the comp, but he's started quietly tonight, Kimbo, coming in for his 4th disposal.
Great second effort there, Lockie Jones. 2 G flying out of no one could take the mark. Rankin got the crumb. Punters involved again, being really good. Gave it off to Bam Bam. That's Bammett now to Drew. Willem Drew couldn't pick it up. Finally does. As a high ball. Mark that if you can. They come from all angles. And Punters did mark it. We'll keep the Punters count tonight. He's racking them up.
16 this will be.
Wow, goes to Horn Francis. How did he get away on his own there? And they play on quickly. Logan Evans kicks up towards half forward. Was a good kick. George Artis looks sharp tonight. Now DBJ, Burn Jones to Lukosis. He wants to go all the way. He could have run round, but he didn't. Kicks into the pocket. Mark not taken. Spills free to young Whitlock. Got upended off the ground.
It's a sock right.
Wow. Incredible sock off the ground. Who was that? Was it Perry? No,
it was Durden.
The big fella.
Mr. Aaron Kudner would have been happy with that. He gave that everything he had.
There's no goalkeeper for that. Went 100 miles an hour through the goals.
He kicked it like he was kicking it from 50 metres out. He took a big swing at it.
Let's have a look at this again.
Absolutely flushed it.
On the replay, Whitlock got upended. Off the ground, ran in. That's as good as anything you've seen in the last week or so of the World Cup.
Very impressive first possession. Not yet to touch it. A great way to get off the mark in terms of possession.
So Durden's kicked 21 goals, 21-11 for the year. He's been more than handy since coming over to Port Adelaide. And if you're watching the game around Australia and listening to us on SEN in sync, the jumper they're wearing is their Invincibles jumper from 1914, Bix.
That's it. Where they won. They went undefeated through that season and won the national championship. Beat Carlton by 34 points.
All right, ball back centre field. McAndrew got it. Tap was good. Went to Dawson. He's on his right foot. Doesn't use it. Handballs over the top to Rankin. Normally good with his disposal. Kick was good, but Alex Neil-Bullen waited for it. Cardinal sin. Spoil was good from Logan Evans. Ball picked up by Ware. Handball came out. Goes back to Evans. They're trying to get a bit of run and overlap. Butters had it. Then he got it over to Joey Richards, and his kick's always good, and he finds Vicentini. Haven't called his name too much, but he takes a good diving mark on the half-forward flank, about 75 out, Members side. Bites off a fair bit, and it's a beautiful kick. Mark taken by Mead. He'll have a shot, Chad. Can he get there?
Alex Neil-Bullen just hyperextended his right elbow as well.
Meady will think he can get there, Kimbo, but I think he falls just short.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. He knew he couldn't get there, so he drops it to the hot spot. Underneath it was McAndrew, smothered off the boot. Sweet over the top of it, picked up by Richards. Handball went to Bam Bam. Loose ball, big tackle, Alex Neil-Bullen on Mead. Umpire blows the whistle. We'll have a ball up 45 metres out. Half-forward flank, Members side.
Really?
Northern end of the Adelaide Oval.
Really impressive tackling from both teams. They're tackling to hurt.
Crows by 4 points here. Tackling has been a feature. Chad, you're right. The hurry kick goes back towards the wing, and there's a Lear there. And Walker. 2 star players. Ball to ground. Taylor Walker hasn't featured a lot tonight. Burn Jones in there as well. Now a chance for Adelaide to clear. They should through Taylor. Took his time. Gave it to Peatling. Kicks to a one-on-one in front. Those Jones.
He's had a couple of Jonesy moments already, Kimbo.
Just a little bit fluttery there was Lockie Jones. We know he can do the good and the bad.
Makes the easy look very hard sometimes.
That was not good, so Adelaide can get numbers around the ball and hopefully for them going to attack.
He's consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, good call, McAndrew and Sweet. It's 55 out from the southern goal. Keys got tackled straight away, wrapped up by Burgoyne. He's not coming out of that tackle.
Adelaide leading by 4 points on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. They got 10% off almost everything now. Ball got thrown up really quickly, right on 50. Umpire will do it again.
Tell you what, when you take the ball out of the ruck as the ruckman and you run away with it and you get tackled, I reckon
they don't do that.
I know they've changed the rule, but
it's not a rule. Yeah, it's
I
stupid.
reckon it still looked like he had prior.
No, they've changed that many rules and interpretations. It's a nightmare.
What do you
I know you don't agree with me.
Umpiring this year, Kimbo?
Yes. What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Fair dinkum. Don't get me started. All right, gets back to the action. Berry gets it to Dawson on his natural left. Don't argue on Joey Richards. Treated him with contempt. Here we go. Ball came out. Jones redeemed himself, but it was picked up by Soligo. Handball over to the Tex, and he's in the fertiliser. That's holding the ball. Tex thought he could sell candy to two players.
He knew he had the boundary line as his friend, and he just stepped out of bounds as he was taken.
I reckon that's holding the ball. One.
Yeah, tackled 2 metres inside the boundary walk, so that is holding the ball every day of the week.
Had prior, no doubt.
Yeah, bad decision that one. We just watched the replay thanks to Rival Brothers. We love them. Ball comes out underneath the curtain, reaching for it. Ball still alive. Vicentini threw it. That's okay, though. Went out to Whitlock, goes to Bam Bam. Threw it on the boot. He looked, there was no one there. It's a race for pace. 2 against 2. First player there will be Michael Annie. He'll want to be clean. Well, Mitchie Boy was closing, and he put the pressure on, and they turned it over to Richards.
Go back and watch how hard Georgiada's
hang on.
to put that pressure on.
Hang on, we got a blue in the goal square. You said it would happen.
Oh, he's overturned, is he? Or is he?
No, it's the other way.
50 metres.
So Georgiades pushed Michael Annie's head into the ground. Michael Annie got back and pushed him, and Georgiades collapsed like a pack of cards.
Oh, it gets you to dissect it. We'll have a look at the replay thanks to Rival Brothers. What I can tell you is Burgoyne kicked the goal, and Port Adelaide now lead by 2 points.
You need to
there
watch
we go.
Georgiada's effort. When that ball was kicked into space, he made up 20 to 25 metres of ground just by putting his head down. One of the great efforts, chases down.
Michael Annie
puts enough pressure on to disrupt that kick, intercept mark.
Oh, he did.
And then Mitch did let him know about it.
That's embarrassing for Mitch Georgiades.
No, but what I'll say, the Crows are the best at doing what Mitch did then, and Michael Annie in particular is one of the best floppers in the comp. So
here we go.
I don't mind Mitch giving them a bit of their own medicine.
Well, the umpire got sucked in there.
If you flop like that, it just says something about you, I reckon.
It would have been probably a goal anyhow, but
it would have been.
Yeah, back in the centre now, Phil Thorpe. Port Adelaide have regained their mojo. Ball at ground level. Wines really working hard. Pressure in every possession at the moment. Laird got one high.
Yeah, he did.
He's going to come back. Rory Laird. Probably Bix will be the 6th Crow to get to 300. Only needs to play next year and he'll get that easily.
Well, he's already signed for another year.
Okay, so we'll put him down in ink, not pencil. The kick back to half forward. Oh, good mark there by the Fogger.
Again, real estate mark of the
Chuck
night.
Durley, big strong hands in, and he can get the carry. Port Adelaide player.
Is that Logan Evans?
Down. Logan Evans always in the wars.
He's got a bit of
knee.
Fogarty's knee in his.
That's a big knee too, Bix. He's going to be the big bum like Mark Bickley too. Darcy Fogarty.
He's in the size 42s, I reckon.
Yeah, poor old Bix had duct disease though.
Yeah, so he's going for goal number 3. Someone said he might kick it back.
Jimmy Bartell said he'd kick 4 tonight.
Well, he's running close to the man of the mark. Goes out wide. Goes next to Kerry. He's got it! I think he's kicked it. Just cleared the back. Darcy's got 3. What a game of football. Goal for goal. And Adelaide put their nose back in front.
Oh, I tell you what, Port Adelaide, when you look at their list and their injuries at the moment, have no right to be doing what they're doing. But I tell you what, effort goes a long way, Chatty.
Well, I have loved their effort, Kimbo. Every time the Crows get a possession, instantly swarmed and mobbed by multiple Port Adelaide players. So they've come to play the right way, and I can't speak highly enough about that Georgiades effort. That chase down to cause a turnover. Yes, there was a bit of byplay post that, but Mitch, he's started really well. 8 possessions for 7 marks already, 2 goals, 1. So there's great matchups all over the field at the moment.
AFL Nation for Didi. Say yes, I Didi. Saturday night football. Showdown 60 on AFL Nation. Ball gets tapped out to Mead. Another clearance for Port Adelaide. Uses his wheels. Keeps it low. Put it inside to Whitlock. Amber wasn't great. Gets it back. Chips it up forward. It bounces through for a point. And Adelaide's lead now 3 points on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Philthorpe looked really timid in the centre bounce. Didn't want to jump into Vicentini. Vicentini was really strong.
Wants to hurt him. Yep.
Just having a look at Mark Keane as well, getting a bit of attention on the bench. Kick comes in. Sorry, Willie, I'll jump out in a sec. Picked up by Nan Curvis. Got it to Michael Lanny. Handball over the top. Got it to Curtin. He needs to get rid of it, and he does. It was good. Paul Kahan got it. Laird got cleaned up. Smothered off Berry's boot. Now taken by Horn Francis. He kicks long back there. Oh, it was Borlase. Waiting was Worrell. Mitch Georgiades jumped on it. Ball picked up by Wines. Got on the Burgoyne. Bang! Is that holding the ball?
No Pryor.
What a tackle.
No Pryor. Wow. Gee, that was like a freight train. Take us through that, boys. Who was that?
Well, it was
that was our man, Lady. Brilliant tackle.
So Port Adelaide 30 up from goal. Northern end. They're all coming in so hard. Peatley on the bottom of the pack. The tackling has been unbelievable tonight. The ferocity.
Didn't think Laird could move that fast.
Up to 12 disposals too, Laird.
Off the ground went Richards. Berry in there. Gave it a Borlase. Almost coughed up. Was risky. Every time he gets the ball by foot, it is risky. Now Rankin works the line beautifully to Walker. She's debuted in 2009.
He's got to wait to the
Poor crowd. They get ahead of Texas.
36 years old. He's got great footy IQ. Rochelle had to go, did go. Cop on for his corner too. And just he'll strut back to the half-forward flank. But every player earning every possession tonight.
And that's what you want Rochelle to do. He had an opportunity in the first quarter. Perhaps could have done what he did
Once again, though, Philthorpe didn't work hard enough. He should be down the line. He's the ruckman and just didn't provide an option whatsoever. Was just standing in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, I think Adelaide will be hoping he can get back to his best in the second half of the year. The ball paddled forward. Underneath it was Rankin. Tried to push it forward. Swooping on it. Horn Francis. Big tackle. Caught holding the ball nearly. Rankin picked it up. Fogarty had it. Went out the sideway to Peatling. Now it goes to Neil Bullen. Goes back on his right. But what a kick. No. Cut off there by Durden. I tell you what, I reckon Rochelle thought he already had it.
Yeah, perhaps could have gone a fraction hard. He stopped. Now the Durden didn't.
It was a poor kick, though. It was 15 metres clear.
Yeah. Joe Berry with the ball, the half-back flank, but the game's reached really good heights tonight. Just like the first one. Went down to the last minute. Here goes Lockie Jones. As we said, he can do the good and the bad. He's got good support in Horn Francis. Little chip kick. Curtin came off his line, made him earn it. Durden again. He's had a good year.
8.5 minutes to go.
21 goals from the little half-forward flank. Not a great kick, but made better by Whitlock. Surrounded by Crows. Sticky fingers, marks 50 out from goal.
Well, I think that Worrell just pulled up thinking, you know what, I think Alex Neil-Bullen's going to come back and he's going to disrupt here, and he just took his foot off the gas. But the kick cleared Alex Neil-Bullen, and then Whitlock was kept going hard and took a really good mark in his hands.
Another great defensive effort from Port Adelaide, though. The way Durden got back into defence, just put his head down, went, intercept mark, creates his shot on goal.
Jack Whitlock, as you said, he's a player of the future. Didn't strike it all that well. Lands in the squetchy. Nice mark there. Riley Philthorpe. That was a stronger contest. Adam again, River State marker of the night.
Yeah, it was good hands then. Would have liked someone coming past for the handball. No one there. Goes short to Borlase.
Just interesting. I was watching Jack Lacoste just running up and down. Looked like he did a mini fitness test, testing something out there. I just wonder whether that knee from last week is okay.
I'll keep an eye on him.
So many injuries. Ball goes to Worrell on the natural left. Kicks to the outer side. Lear, big fist away. Ball comes down to Cook, but picked up by Berry on his right boot, not his natural boot. Good courage back there was Worrell. No free kick. Picked up by Durden. Goal! Port Adelaide back in front. Still in front. More in front.
He just hits the scoreboard, doesn't he?
3 points up, Gibbo.
Oh, right. I'll get it right in a moment.
He's had a big quarter, defending really well, the way he worked back into defence. Intercept mark, as I mentioned, but 2 goals this quarter from 3 possessions. Doesn't need a lot of the footy to have a huge impact.
Yeah, it was an interesting one from Worrell. He went up, he punched it, but he punched it right to the top of the square, a really dangerous part of the ground. And there were 2 Port Adelaide players. Whitlock was 1.5 metres inside of Durden in the goal square if he wanted to handball to him, but didn't need to. Kicked his second.
Great game of footy into time on 20 minutes has ticked over. And it's goal for goal. No one get this tendency, although Port Mavis Butters storms forward. Kicks the centre for a free kick to who?
No, it's an umpire contact here, back in the middle. It's interesting because Butters used the umpire as a screen. And
why does it go back, Bix? Port out of 20 out from goal.
I think the whistle had been blown earlier before as the kick was going in.
Zach Butters had another big night. Talk goes to the big barrel. Wasn't the best one, although it was a chaos ball in the end. Not made easy by Warrell. Hall Francis there again. Round there goes Joe Berry. Berry's kick is a beauty. Go, Joe, go. What a terrific goal. He kicked a magic goal in the last quarter of the first showdown. That was equally as good. And Port Adelaide now, they do extend their lead to 9.
Set play, you think there, boys? Butsy going to talk from the centre square for a kick. Bit of a chaos ball inside 50.
Certainly chaos.
Set play.
Nobody read it because it bounced before it touched anyone. But centre square again, though, is a real issue for Adelaide. What are we talking now? It's centre bounce. 10-3. So it was 7-zip. So it's 3-2 in this quarter, and that's another goal from centre bounce.
Joe Berry made it look simple there for Revo Fitness. Training made simple.
Yeah, he's going to be a player, Joe Berry, no question of that. That's the biggest lead of the night for Port Adelaide, 9 points. They got to 8 points in the first term. That's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. Let's see what happens in the centre again. Ball goes down the ground level. Big stretch. McAndrew gets down there with Sweet. Umpire blows the whistle. We'll do it all again. So Butters is there. Peatling goes alongside of him. Clearance all important, really congested now. The wings move in. Sweetie took it, jammed it on the boot, went about 5 metres. Taken by Nan Curvis, got it towards Dawson. Wobbly kick to the outer side. Walker gets it on the first bounce. Goes back to his left. Nice looking kick to Fogarty.
He looks good tonight, doesn't he?
He's on. Jimmy Bartell, you're a genius.
Tell you what, if he kicks 4 after kicking 10 in 14 games, he is a genius.
He has been building.
40% of his year, as you said.
Yeah, I reckon his last 3 games he's just been building. It's been an interrupted season.
It's all right against Melbourne, wasn't he? Wasn't too bad.
Been competing well.
He backed him in?
Well, he is genuinely one of the best kicks in the comp. He's the best drop punt.
The way he's feeling, lock it in.
Right on the boundary line, though, from 44. You're trying reverse psychology. Look at, I knew what you were doing.
Works every time.
Shame on you.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Out of bounds on the full. Was it? Yes, it was.
Just everything.
Margin stays at 9 points. That's not a stylish moment, thanks to Kixo styling.
Short ball now to Aaliyah.
Umpire said play on.
Yeah, it wasn't the full measures, though. Was forced to play on. Butters just having an outstanding night. Possession number 18. Gives it a Wines. Look at them go now. They're working their way forward.
Get under that.
And Crow's got the numbers back momentarily. Nice mark. Worrell caught one high on Mark.
He did too. That was, well, he's done bugger all. That was young Zatto.
Made him earn it, though. Yeah. Love it. If they're going to mark it, make sure they get up sore. I'm sure that's a message Kari spoke to them about pre-game.
Well, Chet Corn's only one in the box to pick Port Adelaide so far. He's right. But plenty of juice left in this lemon. They go out short. What can Crows just having their no fluency at all, Bix.
No
styming them. The Adelaide.
Well, once again, Miller not being down back. I don't reckon Adelaide have had an overlap handball coming out of defence. That's hurt them.
Yeah, Miller has 1 out. Porter got about 8 out. Here they go. Dawson was good. Gave it to Keys. A handball.
Rubbish.
Not great. Aaliyah came off his line, did really well. Neil Bullen tried to bring him down. Burn Jones in there. Like a training drill out there. Right on the wing there. Can the Crows make something of this? Off the ground went Keys. Trying to sock it. They go forward. And this time, Thatcher takes some nice defensive marks.
Isn't that too many touches, has he?
Doesn't need a lot. Just got to stop his man.
Let's have a look for the touches.
Coming in for his 5th, Kimbo.
5th possession. First game back for the year. Drives it to the members' side. 2-on-2. Berry takes the mark. That's Joe, not Sam. All righty. Having a moment, Port Adelaide. 3 minutes 50 remaining in this first half.
Once again, just slacked by Adelaide.
Loose.
2 players standing around. And Horn Francis just on his own. They just easily just chip it to him.
Boundary update thanks to Green Door Pathways. Thilthorpe trying to get back on along with Zach Taylor and Joey Richards. Kick came out to Vicent. No, Sweet it was. He shrugs the touch. Going to be on the ball. Umpire let him go. Gave him plenty of time. Soligo taken over. And high tackle. Free kick to J.G. Soligo, who won the Showdown medal in Showdown 55.
Don't mind that, though, from the closest. Not known for his tackling. I love the way he got after him, even though it was a free kick.
Oh, it's an awful kick. Jeez, put it out of bounds on the full right by the interchange gate.
He kicked the turf.
Interchange update, thanks to Uniting SA's winter appeal. We love their support, and Richards gets back on the ground.
Zach Thatcher again, possession number 6, kicks up towards Rosie Dawson. Could have been a free kick, not paid again, or was it late? Oh, the umpire off the ball then did. Worrell galloping like a big horse, kicks up towards Walker. Slowed down by Lockie Jones. Short ball again.
There's a goal coming, boys.
Now to
Rankin. I can feel it, Willie.
They're calling for the goal square. Can't kick it 80 metres though, Riley.
I can feel it.
The Kim's got the feeling. It's Dawson with a long ball to one-on-one, as you mentioned. But Aaliyah stopped your feeling and got in the way.
It's deep in forward. 2.5 minutes to go.
So, Kimbo, do you talk about your feelings that don't come true, or just the ones that do?
It's very rare. It's very rare. I'm going at about 85%, Willie. Would that be right?
Yeah, pretty good. 9 points the margin. And that's a nice one.
We're not done yet anyway, Chad. Here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. The feeling.
Neil Bullock for his second. Mark not taken. Who recovers first? Players on the ground. Phil Gore. Aaliyah. Line. Great tackle, Rochelle. Put Adelaide under duress. They'll just bomb them back out of trouble. Almost marked, but dropped on the half-forward flank. Put Adelaide get back in and converge Butters. Best man on ground at half-time. Works it towards the wing. Adelaide don't want to concede a late goal. They had a chance to kick one themselves. Peatling in there. Drew sits on top of him. Umpire says, I'll take it.
The tackling pressure from both teams is as good as you've seen all year. Ferocious tackling both teams.
Gee, they're letting it go. I thought Peatling earned one then. So Sweet takes it out the ruck. He's become a master of that. Worrell using his body. Oh, strong work there. Gee, that was by the young fella in Zato. Ball comes back to Lukosius. Jams it on the boot. It's 2 against 1. Ball comes to ground level. Joey Barry's clean. Oh, he gets past Ken. And he kicks a goal. Missed it. You are kidding. Got a little nudge. No
free kick, is it?
Push in the back. Push in the back. Let's go to the replay, boys. Thanks to Rival Brothers Coffee Roasters. Taste the difference.
No right foot. He tried to kick a left foot check side or running flat out.
Take us through it. We'll get the replay.
It was a brilliant pick-up, and then I'm not sure if Keane just pushed him just after the contact.
Haven't seen much the Mark Keane tonight either.
No, we haven't.
Laddie.
He's going to go back on his natural left.
Very soft free kick. Very soft.
He's put it through. The 2. I'm going to get the margin now. Gee, that's a big lead for Port Adelaide in the context of this game. 7-5-47 to 6-2-38. Wowee.
Just have a look at the replay.
A couple of goals there, but Adelaide had their chance the other end. Bix just couldn't quite use the ball as well.
Goodness me.
Small.
That is, he touched him, and then when he missed it, he took a dive.
Yeah.
Because he was embarrassed. And that is terrible.
Yeah, a little bit of over-umpiring there. I'll correct the score. The scoreboard was slow. It is 8-5-53 to 6-2-38.
Maybe the rub of the green going Port's way, but they've been good today. They've been fearless the way they've approached the ball. Josh Carby ecstatic to go into half-time with a really handy lead. Almost on half-time, but Adelaide have never seemed so fumbling and
well, that's because Port Adelaide's pressure has been huge. So good.
Lukosius going behind the ball. Last line defence just for these last seconds of the quarter.
Sweet now. Port might get another one. They will. Nice mark. A brilliant mark, Georgiades.
Just the clearance
amazing.
Clearance work. Adelaide are getting absolutely annihilated.
And Sweet smashing McAndrew.
Yeah, probably McAndrew's one of his weaker games this year. He's been so good.
Well, when they get into a wrestle, Sweet's just a bit stronger. Centre bounce, attacks have been, hit-outs have been about the same.
Here he goes, Chad.
8th mark, Georgiades coming in for his 9th disposal and hopefully 3rd goal.
He's kicked 2 already. He's missed a couple.
He's good from 50.
Mitchie boy on his way.
It's home.
Didn't strike it that great. Doesn't get there. Big tackle on Burgoyne. Off the ground. Richards. Touched, I think, yes.
Well, I was just watching the view from behind. As soon as it left his boot, it was the middle of the goals.
Yeah, never struck it though, Bix.
Didn't make the distance.
Didn't get it.
Mark Keane's like the racehorse in the old days. Not going so well. Second game up. Yeah, there's the siren. It couldn't come quick enough for Adelaide. So it's a 16-point lead. on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard to Port Adelaide. This is absolutely huge in the context of their list, in the context of their injuries, in the context of the ladder. It is 15th v 5, but Port Adelaide are the better side so far, boys.
5 goals that quarter, Port.
5-goal quarter from Port Adelaide.
Where's it been?
Well, when you just come to play, Bix, when you know better than anyone, when no one picks you, when your back is against the wall.
It's it.
You just need a collective buy-in. And as I said, the competitive monkeys
it's up and about. He's out of his chair.
It's one of the intangible things, isn't it? How do you reproduce it? But it is that pressure. You think if they played like that every week, they would win more games than they've lost.
They have lost 3 games by point, haven't they, this year too, Port?
Yeah, all in all, it's been an impressive year, given the injury list, given the state of their list. But they are tackling ferociously. Every time the Crows mark it, Port are making them earn it. They've come with a bit of old-fashioned Port Adelaide edge about them, which we love.
Little bit of grunt. We're going to jump into a break. When we come back, we'll go through all the stats and we'll go through all our awards as well. This is AFL Nation for Didi. Say yes, I Didi. A 16-point lead to Port Adelaide on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. Stay with us. If you're enjoying the game around Australia, it's going to be a cracking second half.
That quarter on AFL Nation was for Host Plus, named Best Super Fund by Money Magazine, Finder and Mozo. That's a plus. Issued by Host Plus Pty Limited. Check the PDS and TMD at hostplus.com.au.
Tundra, Toyota's flagship truck, is here with our most powerful performance hybrid engine, undeniable Toyota quality, and a 4.5-tonne brake towing capacity. It's ready to work hard and play harder. Question is, are you ready for it? Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything and available now. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. Check Vehicles Owner's Manual and Toyota Basic Towing Guide before attaching loads.
Blitz into Chemist Warehouse for the end of financial year Blitz and get half price off the Nature's Own range. Pick up glucosamine sulfate 400 tabs for just $24.99. Bump up your B12 with B12 Nature's Own 1000 microgram 120 tabs, $14.74. Make your self-care routine even better with ashwagandha plus 60 tabs, $14.99. And complete the set with Complete Sleep Advance 40 tabs, $19.74. Care for yourself and your bank account with the Chemist Warehouse end of financial year Blitz. Chemist Warehouse. Great savings every day.
Power fans, get the power to win when looking for a park this season. Get hassle-free game day parking at UPark Topham. It's as easy as pre-booking your car park, then enjoying the short stroll to Adelaide Oval totally stress-free. Simply install the UPark app, pre-book, then park. And the best bit, it only costs $12. Guarantee your spot and make game day parking convenient and affordable. Install the UPark app today.
Have you heard about World Play? It's free to enter and someone could win $20 million.
So you can actually win $20 million?
Yep. You just have to predict every winner from the knockout stage, all the way through to the final. Then pick the final match score.
And it's free to enter?
Yeah, free to enter. Takes less than 2 minutes at worldplay.com. Quick though, entries close this weekend.
The $20 million World Play Knockout Round Prediction Challenge. Enter at worldplay.com.
Australia only, 18 plus. Limited to first 500,000 entries. Maximum 1 entry per person. Terms and conditions apply. New South Wales permit number TP/03783. ACT permit number TP26/01370.
Right from the very first bounce, this lineup has aced it today. They've been kicking with pinpoint accuracy.
When your business needs something delivered, don't risk it. ASET with ASET Transport Solutions. We have a fleet of over 220 vehicles, vans, utes, trucks. No delivery is too big or too small. Delivering for South Australia for over 25 years. Book online in 3 simple steps. asettransport.au. Don't just send it, ASET.
Looking for a corporate event or team building exercise that actually gets people excited? Think PaddleFit at Adelaide's first paddle courts. It's the world's fastest growing sport and the fitness activity taking Adelaide by storm. Fast, social, addictive. It's a great place to hold your next private function, celebration or corporate event. Book in now. Download the app or visit the website. PaddleFit, Adelaide's newest home of fun, fitness and unforgettable events.
Tundra, Toyota's flagship truck, is here with our most powerful performance hybrid engine, undeniable Toyota quality, and a 4.5-tonne brake towing capacity. It's ready to work hard and play harder. Question is, are you ready for it? Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything and available now. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. Check Vehicles Owner's Manual and Toyota Basic Towing Guide before attaching loads.
Blitz into Chemist Warehouse for the end of financial year Blitz and get half price off the Nature's Own range. Pick up glucosamine sulfate 400 tabs for just $24.99. Bump up your B12 with B12 Nature's Own 1000 microgram 120 tabs, $14.74. Make your self-care routine even better with ashwagandha plus 60 tabs, $14.99. And complete the set with Complete Sleep Advance 40 tabs, $19.74. Care for yourself and your bank account with the Chemist Warehouse end of financial year Blitz. Chemist Warehouse. Great savings every day.
You're listening to The Showdown on AFL Nation for DD. Yes, I DD this footy season.
Wowee. And now it ends up with a short pass to Fogarty. Well done, Chad. 40-degree angle. It's coming back. Coming back. The Bog, the best kick in the league. Mark not taken. Spills free to young Whitlow. Could upend it off the ground.
It's a suck right.
Wow. Boot, not his natural boot. Good courage back there with Worrell. No free kick. Picked up by Durden. Goal. Port Adelaide back in front.
Not made easy by Worrell. Hall fronts in there again. Round the goes Joe Berry. Berry's kick is a beauty. Go, Joe, go.
Maccas, I'm loving it moments. This footy season, never miss a moment with McDelivery.
Just some of the highlights of the first half there. Port Adelaide leading by 16 points. That's thanks to Maccas. I'm loving it moments. We've got a lot to get through. Let's get into the halftime floor show for Choices Flooring.
On AFL Nation, the halftime floor show for Choices Flooring. Style, comfort, quality. Helping you choose with confidence.
Choices Flooring, helping you make the right choice. Before we start dissecting this first half, boys, this is a beautiful sign and a great sign, but Tony Modra sent a message prior to the start of this game. He's delivered it from his hospital bed. Let's have a listen to what Mods has to say. He wants to thank a lot of people.
G'day, everybody. I'm really looking forward to watching tonight's showdown. I've heard I've had a lot of support, not by just Crows fans, but Port fans as well. So I'd just like to thank everybody. Hope everyone has a great night tonight. Looking forward to the friendly banter and the two teams putting on a great show for South Australia. Enjoy the game and make sure you drive home safe.
Oh, what a beautiful message there. That is brilliant. And it would not be easy with all the surgery that he has had. Facially, we love you, Mods. We're thinking of you. Doesn't matter who you barrack for. We're all right behind you. All right, Port Adelaide 16 points in front. I was going to say who would have predicted that, but Buffhead in the back row is very happy about it. He predicted an upset.
Not going to get too cocky, Kimbo. It's taken in your stride. If they can replicate that pressure in that contest, they will be in it right up until the end.
Alrighty, why did it happen, Vix? Is there anything statistically that tells you why they're on top?
Well, I think that just take statistics out. We'll look at them in a second, but it's just been pure pressure. And I don't think Adelaide have handled it all that well. They've tried to, at different stages, go quick and go through that. So at handball, so you invite that. I would have thought at some stage they might have just tried to kick it around a little bit and to see if they could defend by holding the ball for a bit. It just sucks a little bit of oxygen out of the opposition if you don't just keep the ball alive and play chaos, play a bit of control footy. But maybe they might try and do that in the second half. But in the end, Adelaide had 27 entries, and what have they had? 8 shots on goal. Port Adelaide have had 24 entries. They've had 14 shots on goal. So Port Adelaide has just been more efficient as well and just created more opportunities in their front half.
And if you're an Adelaide supporter, thankfully they've been reasonably accurate. All right, we'll work out what's going to happen in the second half a little bit later before the third quarter gets underway. We're going to get through a few awards. Hey, best defender for Murray Pest Control. There's been a couple of good ones out there.
Well, Josh Lai for me, Kimbo, just the 4 intercept marks. He backs himself in the air, launches at the footy. He plays taller than he actually is. He's got real power and then genuinely uses it well from that intercept mark. So I think for me, he's been the best defender on the ground at this stage.
Yeah, he's done a great job on Josh Rochelle. Rochelle kicked one. It was a beautiful, miraculous goal. Could have bounced either way, though. Pest problem, no problem with the team from Murray's. Who's made it look simple for Revo Fitness? Training made simple.
Oh, I reckon Mitch Georgiades has been by far the best forward on the ground. ground and taken 4 marks inside forward 50s at 8 kicks, kicked 2 goals, 1. But also, Chad talked about his pressure that's created other opportunities as well. So he's just been fantastic so far today, Mitch. And he'd be happy and feeling pretty good about himself after a really strong first half.
Yeah, and didn't he get on his bike down the northern end with that rundown?
I just reckon he's a real watch. Like, he could light this game up now. He probably hasn't been feeling confident previously at half-time, just given his inaccurate goal kicking. But he's playing the right way. I think he's one that could really break this game open.
All right, Mitchy Georgiades, or Mitchiades as we call him, Revo Fitness, no lock-ins, 24/7 gyms from just $9.69 per week. You could have a rig like the Chad and Mark Bickley. Goal of the day contenders for Credit Union SA, kicking goals in personal banking. What'd you like? Who'd you like?
Probably Josh Rochelle. The snap from the boundary line was pretty good. I just can't try to think any others.
Durden got the World Cup volley soccer goal, but Rochelle was by far the best. But Durden did say, hold my beer for a couple of seconds.
Honourable mention. Jason Horne-Francis, his first goal was pretty good as well. Just on the left foot, snapping that through. And, geez, was he pumped up after that.
And I still like a good set shot from the boundary, so Fogg gets an honourable mention. Again, real estate mark of the day, contenders.
You mentioned Darcy Fogarty. He took one late where he jumped over the pack, got into the back and the ribs of Logan Evans. That was probably one of the better ones. Had a run up at it. Didn't finish with a goal, but certainly a really good effort. It's been really hard and tough. A little bit slippery out there, I suspect, with a bit of juice. There hasn't been a whole lot of high marking, but probably the best. Have I missed any, Chad?
No, I think you're spot on there. We haven't seen your traditional high-flying hanger yet, but that would top this game off. It's had everything else but the high mark at this stage.
We'll see if we can get one for the team from McGain Real Estate. They do a lot of good around the community. They sponsor Stratorama Oval, the home of the Glenelg Football Club, and McGain Stadium, the home of South Adelaide. They get a big game on tomorrow against Norwood. Yeah, we spoke to Jared Wright during the week. He reckons they're a chance for a bit of an upset down there. Alrighty, this is the Choices Flooring halftime show. Style, comfort, quality, helping you choose with confidence. Port Adelaide leading by 16 points.
You're listening to AFL Nation for 4 and 20 Pies, Australia's original fan food.
Want to help advance medical research? CMAX is investigating a potential new treatment for solid tumours and is looking for generally healthy volunteers aged 18 to 65 to take part in this clinical trial. Eligible participants will stay 12 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend one follow-up visit, take one phone call and get paid for their time. This is your chance to contribute to tumour research. Ready to get involved? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. To make way for new ranges, National Tiles end of financial year half price clearance is on now. Rush into National Tiles now and pay half price for hundreds of beautiful National Wall and Floor clearance tiles, all with our exclusive lifetime guarantee. Yes, rush into National Tiles now for our famous half price annual clearance on beautiful National Wall and Floor clearance tiles. But you'll have to be quick, so rush into National Tiles or go online now and save. Conditions apply.
When you drive an Isuzu D-Max, you'll find adventure is everywhere. With up to 3.5-tonne towing capacity and 2.2 or 3-litre engine options across the D-Max range, you're sorted. Anytime, any task. Since 2008, thousands of Aussies have relied on their Isuzu D-Max to go their own way. And they'll tell you, adventure is everywhere. Go find yours in the Isuzu D-Max. Visit your Isuzu Ute dealer today.
Nearly 5,000 servicemen and women leave the Australian Defence Force every year. They take with them advanced knowledge and skills that are highly sought after in the civilian sector. If you're looking to enhance your workforce with these highly trained veterans, contact Green Door. As a veteran recruitment specialist, Green Door understands the value that those who served our country can bring to an employer and is the expert in connecting them, along with ex-first responders, to civilian businesses. Visit greendoor.com.au.
Some players just make it look easy. And at Revo Fitness, they make training easy too. With no lock-in contracts and no hidden fees. Just $9.69 per week for 24/7 access to any Revo Fitness across Australia. Yep, that means you can train when you want, how you want, at a price that's surprisingly affordable. Revo Fitness. Train like the pros. Visit revofitness.com.au to find your nearest club.
Ugh, that's enough to send shudders down anyone's spine. Did you know termites cause more damage to Adelaide and Australian homes each year than fire and flood combined? That's over $1 billion. But there's a simple solution. Start with visual termite inspection from SA's leading pest control specialists. Your team from Murray's.
No worries with the team from Murray's.
Go to murraypestcontrol.com.au.
Have you heard about World Play? It's free to enter and someone could win $20 million.
So you can actually win $20 million?
Yep. You just have to predict every winner from the knockout stage, all the way through to the final. Then pick the final match score.
And it's free to enter?
Yeah, free to enter. Takes less than 2 minutes at worldplay.com. Quick though, entries close this weekend.
The $20 million World Play Knockout Round Prediction Challenge. Enter at worldplay.com.
Australia only, 18 plus, limited to first 500,000 entries. Maximum 1 entry per person, terms and conditions apply. New South Wales permit number TP/03783. ACT permit number TP26/01370.
Did you know that over 30,000 Australians develop blood clots each year? That's why CMAX is on a mission to improve treatment options and is seeking volunteers to join a clinical trial. If you're aged between 18 and 65 and generally healthy, you could be eligible to take part. As a participant, you'll spend 8 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend multiple follow-up visits and get paid for your time. Interested? Sign up today at cmax.com.au.
You're listening to The Showdown on AFL Nation for DD. Yes, I DD this footy season.
Welcome back to Adelaide Oval to AFL Nation for DD, Mark Bickley and David Wildy. Bick's just going through the stats. It's not so much the guys who got a bit of the ball, but there's so many down the bottom have hardly seen it.
Yeah, let's have a look at some of those guys. So for Port Adelaide, Zatto's just had 1 touch, Ware 3, Vicentini 3, Durden 4, kicked 2 goals with those 4 touches, Bammett 4. And then on the other side of the page, you got Braden Cook with 3, Josh Rochelli 3, Nankervis 4, Cumming 4, Curtin 4, Taylor 4. So Saligo just 6. He's been playing a bit of on ball. So a lot of players just haven't been able to find it. But when you look at the stoppages, we've been talking about the centre square, and that's where, like, the stoppages are 23-14 overall, but around the ground it's 13-11 in Port Adelaide's favour. So pretty even, really. But it's in the centre square again. It's 10 goals, 10 clearances to 3 in Port Adelaide's favour. So being able to maintain that dominance they've had there since the first quarter. So Adelaide need to get themselves organised, because around stoppage, Sweet's been very good. He's leading Mick Andrew in the hit-outs, 22-10. He's also leading in hit-outs to advantage, 9-3. So he's been a really big part of that dominance that Port Adelaide have had in the clearances. And that's a big feather in his cap, because he's obviously giving away some height to Mick Andrew. Mick Andrew's been a handful for a lot of ruckmen this year, but Sweet very much on top in that part of the ground.
And Chad, you just loved the pressure tonight at Port Adelaide. You mentioned the 4-possession half of Durden was really impactful, and Georgiades as well really looks good tonight.
Yeah, well, to have any chance, Wilds, they needed to bring that pressure, they needed to bring the contest, and their best players had to be their best players tonight, and right now they have been. Butters, 20 disposals, Horne-Francis with 15, Georgiades 2 goals, 9 possessions, 8 marks already, and I think Ali's had slightly the better of the matchup v Thilthorpe. So Port's best players are playing to a very high level. Can they continue it for another half?
Bix, do you make any changes to Adelaide? I mean, so many are down. You expect a bit of gradual increase in output, but can you see any changes?
Oh, look, I think it's more about the method. They just, I just feel like they've played into Port's hands by having this chaos ball when there's lots of loose balls, and they've tried to keep moving it really fast, just a bit more control for Adelaide. The other thing they've done, too many shallow entries. They've actually had more entries than Port Adelaide, but they've bombed it and to just inside their own forward 50, and it's been easy for Port to repel. The times they've gone deep, they've looked really dangerous and they've scored.
AFL Nation for DD, say yes, DD, and Adelaide are 16 points down. A lot of people thought it might be a walk in the park or a waltz in the park. It hasn't been at all. Not one-way traffic. Port Adelaide come out right from the first moment, stamp their authority. That's a pretty good lead to a reasonably low-scoring game. 16 points at half-time, and Second half just about to get underway.
I just wonder if Butters needs closer attention. He's had the 20 disposals, but also 7 clearances. And right now, no Crows player anywhere near him. If I was them, I'd be putting a bit more time into Zach Butters.
Crows with a lot of quiet players. Second half underway, and Butters again goes after. They can't get near him. Just a wonderful player. Kicks into the pocket looking for Whitlock. Beats him. And also Zatto. Zatto just ran through.
Yeah, free kick.
He'll get a free kick. It was a bit silly.
That was. Because it was
on Keane, was it?
There was a ball up that it was going to... Oh, they've reversed it.
It's gone the other way. Oh, maybe Keane remonstrated himself. So Whitlock into the pocket. And bam comes down the mark. See, this is far too easy. Far too easy.
Just interesting. Keen to see what happened.
Must have been reversed, was it?
No, I don't see the replay there. Because I'm sure that he paid the free kick to Adelaide, and then I just wonder whether someone did something silly and it got reversed.
But again, a very thoughtful kick there from Big Whitlock. It wasn't just a high bomb inside 50. He thought about a pocket of space just slightly out in front of Bam Bam. And this will get the Port Adelaide faithful up and about.
To make the margin 22. He puts it through and they all run to him. What a terrific start, Port Adelaide, in the second half. They finished off strongly just before half-time, and they're going to go inside the first minute in the third term.
So we spoke about it at the first ball up of the second half. No one anywhere near Zach Butters. If I'm the Crows right now, if there's someone not arm across him being physical with him right now, the coach's box is doing something wrong.
You're not sure what the logic was. That was beautifully picked up, Chatty. This is AFL Nation, thanks to DD. Yes, IDD. And the scoreboard, thanks to SA Police. Speeders come out of nowhere, has Port leading by 22 points. All righty, let's have a look.
Berry's gone to him now.
Yeah, and he's in his hip pocket as he should be.
I think they might have just shut the stable door about a minute late.
Brain fade, that other one. Ball goes down to ground level. Butters was there. Free kick off the ball. Goes to Port Adelaide. Advantage paid. Now it comes out to Lukosius. On the members' wing. He goes long. He says, let the big boys fly. Whitlock is there. Got his hands on it. Loose ball taken there. Snapshot. Goal. I tell you what, it's been kicked by the young fella in Zatto.
Oh, he needed to do something. And he has. Brilliant moment. Hasn't had a moment yet this game, but he took that one beautifully.
This is going to be one of the greatest victories ever if they can pull this off. This will usurp the 1997 first showdown ever. This is a 28-point lead, Bix.
So how do the Crows get back in this, Bix? What needs to happen right now?
Get some experience in the middle. Like, I know, like, Saligo's not your best centre bounce player. You've got Peatling's on the bench, is he? You've got your captain in there, but I just don't know whether, like, I'm just not sure Saligo is going with Horne-Francis. You see him give away a free kick there. Horne-Francis took it. It just took off. Saligo couldn't stay with him. So right now...
Right. Dawson, Berry and Saligo still.
The margin is 28 points. Chad Corns tipped Port Adelaide by plenty.
And Horne-Francis standing on his own.
He's looking like a genius at the moment, but Adelaide, they can't buy a goal, though. Well, so many players down.
Those kind of efforts, post the rucked up there, big stretch McAndrew, diving smother on Horne-Francis. They're the kind of efforts that are getting back into it.
Sweep to Butters again. Ball's just finding him if he's not finding the ball. Adelaide just seemed to be out of position again. Bammett gave it to Richards. Richards in the pocket. It's all Port Adelaide at the moment. Should be a free kick, will be to Borlase. Georgiadis and Borlase have both done some good things, but Mitchie could have kicked 4.
Just watching the replay there. That was silly by Mitch, thanks to rival brothers keeping Adelaide going. Never grab someone's jumper. It's the easiest free kick to give away.
So they go out wide. It's time to Worrell. A long kick along the wing. Coming up his line was Zach Thatcher. Gee, went straight through his hands there. Curtin again, only 4 to half time. Turnover again. Port Adelaide, the hunting in numbers. Wines did well to Drew. And Willem Drew spots Georgiadis. They are unstoppable at the moment.
Wow. Wow.
They're very damaging off the turnover. Unfortunate there, the Crows player slipped. And just a brilliant turnover offence there. Lowered the eyes again to Mitch, hitting up hard on Borlase.
What's interesting as well, Georgiadis kicking from 55. No one on the line. You've got the ruckman standing 35, 40 metres out from goal. If this lands or gets shepherded through.
Well, he's kicked 2. He's going for goal number 3. Does he hit it well? The umpire went to the right and he misses. Don't forget, Port Adelaide did smash Geelong earlier in the year here too by 5 goals.
We did forget.
Yeah.
They also got beaten by North Melbourne and West Coast.
Yeah. Wow, this is unbelievable. Full credit to Port Adelaide. It's a home
showdown.
game. Yeah, home showdown. Ball comes out wide to the outer wing. Oh, nearly taking a mark was Thatcher. Zerk Thatcher wrapped up in a tackle. Should have held that one. They would have been going back inside 50 again.
Yeah, I think he'd like that contest back, actually, Kimbo. Like a slight drop of the head.
All right, McAndrew wins the tap. Tried to get it to Berry. He had a fumble. Horne-Francis, he's playing his heart out. Have a look at him go there at the bottom of the pack. Umpire blows the whistle. We'll have a ball up on the outer wing.
Tackling machine, Sam Berry still trying his heart out.
All right, the SA Police scoreboard. If you've just joined us, Butters gets another clearance. Got it to Drew. Port Adelaide leading by 29 points. They go inside 50 again. Cummins went up. Handball goes over. Durden has another snapshot. They pick another one. They are 35 points up and playing absolute inspired football. This is ridiculously good.
Well, but how dumb is Adelaide? Adelaide had 3 players that went up, knocked each other out, all lying on the ground, and Durden standing at the foot of the pack saying, how good's this? It was actually Zaddo that was standing there and handballed to Durden. So 2 players standing up for Port, 3 Adelaide players lying on the ground.
When you've got Horne-Francis and Butters in a mood like this, they are almost unstoppable. The way that they're hunting after the clearance once the ball hits the ground, there is no Crows player capable of going with them when they're in this mood.
Before the game, Bix, we're talking Adelaide possibly top 2 or 3, but this is a poor performance.
Tell you what, just once again though, this set up in the centre square. I was just watching. Butters got that last clearance off Saligo. Saligo was flat-footed. Butters just pushed him away and just took off.
There's another one.
Big Sweet came out, tried to find Mead. They're running on top of the ground. Port Adelaide, their confidence absolutely sky high. What can Adelaide do? Rankin got the nil ball, and every possession's under pressure. They cough it up. Logan Evans back towards the wing. Wines lands on his chest. Everything turns to goal when Port Adelaide are near a long time. That's holding the ball. Crows now, can they make something of this? The Port crowd don't like it. It goes to Philthorpe. 55 out from goal. He can probably get the carry of his best. Alias had to come back 2 metres.
Thought he was too slow then. Thought he should have passed there.
Have a shot.
He'll just run around to the right and have a shot, I reckon. He'll just arc out.
This has been an onslaught from Port Adelaide.
Unbelievable.
Tell you about a big turning point in the match, though. Ollie Wines had the mark.
They've kicked 8 of the last 10 goals, Port. And Philthorpe to stop the rot. We're seeing this unfold. No one can believe it. Riley Philthorpe. It's a nice kick. Stays well. The breeze almost. It seemed to come backwards in the end. I thought when he struck it, Bix was okay.
I tell you what, the crowd knew, the pro Port Adelaide crowd knew it wasn't going to make it. As we see the replay there of Wines, he'd be thankful that there was no goal there. All right, SA Police scoreboard. 35-point lead to Port Adelaide. Ball thrown in the left forward pocket. Dawson tried to take it off hands. Picked up by McAndrew. Went to Fogarty. Stolen off his boot by Ware. They are inspired at the moment, Port Adelaide. Ball goes to Whitlock. Takes a strong mark opposed to Cumming. He's having a stinker. And they play on. They say, we want to lead by more. And Evans goes and puts it out of bounds on the full. That's a coach killer.
You're right, Kimbo. Cumming, he's just been unsighted, and to lose a contest against a second-year player there, he's got to be better than that.
Got a few mates, though, Kimbo.
Yeah, there's the big switch.
Bix went through 2.5. Turnover again. Port Adelaide, can they make something of this? Richards, he snaps towards goal, but he's missed.
Hall Kahan.
They are peppering. They haven't called him either.
Well, it just, as the pressure's ramped up, Adelaide have gone to water. That's a 15-metre pass that he put on the ground and behind his teammate Saligo, who then fumbled it and let Port Adelaide have a shot at goal.
That's his first real bad turnover, I think. Ball at the back of the pack. I'll be calling a counter if I was Adelaide. Port Adelaide players absolutely everywhere. They go forward again. Well, we wanted them again. Real estate mark of the night. We just got one. That will not be beaten. Mitch Georgiades. Let's have a look again, boys.
Wonderful mark.
Just set up in the air on the shoulders of Ball Ace. One grab, took it in front of his eyes. That's an absolute specky.
And I'm going to get him before you, Chad. That's his favourite pocket to kick him from.
I'm just going to say it very quietly. He does like this part of the ground, Kimbo.
Yeah, normally a little bit more deeper in the pocket, but this is his favourite part to kick it from. Let's see if he flushes this one. It's coming back. It's coming back. Not enough. Minor score. Handy point, though. 37 points.
Sorry, Kimbo, there's some important Crows players here that have to lift. Rochelle 3, Cook 3, Taylor 4, Nankervis 4, Tex 5, Cumming 5. Need to lift.
Well, under the spotlight, Adelaide have really fallen short so far. They did in the finals last year. We thought it may be different, but it's a long way to get the points tonight. Still plenty of time, though. They take the mark on the outer side, kick to half forward. They struggle there. Walker pushed up his man. Taylor Walker got grabbed. They keep on keeping on here, running it towards the boundary. He's going to come back.
He was clever. He didn't take possession of it. He knew he was about to get tackled.
Over the shoulder.
And Taylor Walker has to simply kick the goal. Cannot afford to miss. Hasn't kicked one tonight. He's only 6 off 700 goals.
I'd suggest, boys, if he doesn't kick this, I don't know if they can get back. I know the game's different with the 6-6-6.
We've lost it already. Come on, Kimbo.
Well, the momentum, the crowd. Do a bit of reverse psychology.
If Port Adelaide win by plenty, I'm going to say Chad Corns is the best footy judge I've ever seen.
He's an oracle.
Either a complete idiot, one of them. Walker now. No. Kicks points. No, Kimbo, I think I'm override. It may not be there tonight. And Port Adelaide, as we said, they're running on top of the ground.
All right, we've got plenty of time left. 13 minutes left in this quarter, and Port could even build the lead bigger. Taken by Lockie Jones. He's got it on the half-back flank, member side, northern end of the Adelaide Oval. AFL Nation for Didi. Say yes, I Didi. Kicks it up high, coming underneath it. Didn't get close to it. He's having a stinker. Free kick, though, will go the way of Adelaide.
Isaac.
Oh, gee, that was silly to pay that one because Isaac Cumming was not even in the contest. Got the ball on the members' wing. Short little pass. Dawson needs to inspire his team. Get him to lift. Plays on. He's going to pump it long, but it's a short kick looking for Rankin. Set him up. They fist the ball over the boundary line. That was way too easy, boys.
Yeah, did that. Yeah, jumped early. A lot of Adelaide quiet players, though, big, so I couldn't believe you mentioned about 6 or 8 have hardly touched it tonight.
Yeah, I get Rochelle and Walker because it hasn't been deep in their forward half, but some of their on-ballers have been absolutely smashed.
2 wingers haven't seen it all night. Here we go. Mead attacked the ball ferociously. Peatling attacked him.
That's all.
Let's have a look at the score. We just joined us. Yep, Port Adelaide showdown 60, 11-9-75. Adelaide 6-3-39. And as we said, have huge ramifications on the ladder and also Adelaide's chances, you think. Coming through Wines to Peatling. Simply have to get the next goal and the one after that. Free kick, Port Adelaide.
Yeah, high tackle on Joey Richards. Went harder and higher than lower, rather. And he always hits a target. He finds Ollie Wines. Don't think he'll play on this time. He does with a handball to Butters.
Look at Saliga.
Butters kicks long. Now it's a 3 against 2. Big fist away. Oh, that was dangerous. I think it was Worrell. Goes to Whitlock. Handball over the top to Vicentini. Didn't want to take possession. Snap shot around the body. I think was Zatto again. It was.
Just looking at Saliga cannot go with Butters. Butters is just running away from him.
Margin out to 37 points. That's on the South Australian Police. Speedsters come out of nowhere. Think road safety scoreboard.
Port Adelaide just so more efficient going inside 50. Yeah. The inside 50s are actually even right now. 31 apiece.
What about the scoring shots, though, Chad? 21-9. Port Adelaide absolutely dominating. It could be further ahead. Here's a chance for the Crows in the walking direction. Read it well. The champ now swings onto his left, back to his right, kicks into the pocket. Keys needs to take the mark. Ware did really well against the bigger body Keys and forces A behind.
Once again, though, that's the time. Walker, just get back off the mark. There was 3 groups of 3 inside forward 50. Just wait for something to unfold. You end up trying to get it to Keys one-on-one, and it wasn't a kick to advantage.
And full credit to Port Adelaide. They're exposing Adelaide when they come back.
They're not playing like a 4-10 side, are they?
Yeah. Not pushing up enough Adelaide. The ball goes back to Logan. Now they've got themselves set defensively, so the kick, I think, will have to go down the line, and it does. So Logan Evans decides to kick down the members' wing, setting himself Whitlock. Big fist away from behind. That was Keane. Ball goes down to Horne-Francis. One of the free kick. Ware one of 1-2. Ball still alive. Adelaide on top of Ware. And that was Benny Keys, and we'll have a thrower 57 metres out from Adelaide's goal.
This is a side, Bix, that went down by 98 points last year in a showdown. A year later, they are absolutely dominating. Horne-Francis just shrugged him off, swatted the fly, kick in the Zano direction, can't take the mark, comes over the back. Now to Keane. They keep it in every possession for Adelaide under pressure. They wave the advantage to Saligo. Now to Dawson.
Give that handball.
What can the skipper do?
Set up well, Port Adelaide.
He's won the last 3 BNFs. He needs to do something really strong. Lovely kick. Mark not taken though. Really good spoil. You heard Chad Collins in the background was young Lai again is playing an absolute brilliant game tonight.
Had to make up a couple of metres late. Just did not get in. Diving spoil. Brilliant effort.
76 plays 40. That's on the SA Police scoreboard. 36-point lead to Port Adelaide. Yes, you heard it right. Adelaide were the hot favourites. Red hot. Ball goes out of play.
Say that score one more time, Kimbo, please.
36 points to Port Adelaide. And it's a Port showdown. Showdown 60. This will be the biggest upset, I think, barring 1997 in showdown history. I'll put them on par. No one gave them a chance apart from Chad. He needed to be breath tested, I thought, during the week. Seriously.
Well, yeah.
Ball gets thrown up. Adelaide get a chance, maybe, Willie.
Oh, they just can't buy a goal at the moment. Rochelle there burst through the pack, but 3 Port Adelaide jumpers grabbed hold of him.
Took him on, I thought.
He did take him on. Lockie Jones in there. He's laid a couple of great tackles tonight too. Philthorpe, Vicentini. Lurking there was Dawson. Gets grabbed as soon as he picks it up again. Got rid of it though.
Oh, that's high.
And Berry ran into Burgoyne, put his head down. I'll throw that in. 45 out for the Crows goal. 11-10 Port Adelaide. Adelaide 6 for the margin. 6 straight goals. There's 16 points at half time. And they've just come out riding a wave at the moment. Port Adelaide, Josh Carr. They get the 4 points tonight. He'll be so happy.
All righty, free kick goes the way of Vicentini in the ruck contest against Philthorpe. Short little kick, they've gave him away all night. Goes to Josh Lai.
And just Matthew Nix, they've stayed all night with a spare behind the ball, and they've given them the short kick.
66 marks, Port Adelaide up to.
Yeah, at some stage, you've just got to take that away from them, surely.
Now Curvis goes back. Not sure what he'll achieve with that one. Now Worrell takes the mark. He goes back even further, puts it out to Ball Ace. Now, this is not his strong suit. He's not sure what to do. He does a helicopter kick down the line. Big leap. Big mark taken by Peatling. The game real estate mark of the day. Takes on the man on the mark. Gets around him. That was clever. Drives along. Fogarty takes the mark. Well, I said it with Walker before. If the Fog doesn't kick this, it starts to get mathematically very difficult.
Well, he's their lone forward tonight, the Fog.
So he's lining up for goal number 4. And that all happened because Peatling decided to take the game on.
Well, he just stepped around the man on the mark, then took some ground. Lockie Jones had peeled off. He thought the ball was going to Walker, so he was trying to create an outnumber. And then once the player on the mark had been stepped, he was exposed.
I reckon Adelaide would need to be within 24 at the start of the last quarter. They trail by 36. Fogarty comes in, starts to the right. It's coming back. He's kicked it. There's not a lot of Crow supporters here, but they like that one. They are well and truly outnumbered. Margin back to 30 points on the South Australian Police. Speeders come out of nowhere. Think road safety scoreboard.
You just wonder if the Crows can get 1 or 2 more to close out this quarter. Will the Demons of this season start catching up with Port Adelaide? The amount of close losses that Port have conceded this year. If the Crows can pinch a couple late here, does that start to affect the mindset of Port Adelaide?
He's on an opposition network, but we'll give another shout out to Jimmy Bartell. He's a genius. He said he'd kick 4. You had a crack at him, Bix.
Oh, I did. He's kicked 10 in 12 games, and he's going to kick 4 tonight. Yeah. So a timely return. But Adelaide have got to get sorted out in the middle. I'm just looking at Rochelle's gone in there now. Rochelle, Saligo and Dawson.
Burgoyne in there too for Port Adelaide. So Vicentini jumped high. Comes to Wines, strong body. Off the ground went Horne-Francis again. G's been good tonight. Keeps on keeping on. Rushes through. Crashes through a couple. Adelaide through Rochelle to Berry. Berry's handsome.
Missed it.
He missed his target though. In the end it's Mead that gets the crumb. Kicks towards full forward. Out they come at the back of the pack. Over the top is Dillon. He's dangerous. Dangerous. touch.
He's got 4, Willie.
4, is it?
Yeah, I think.
4 to Dillon. Wow, and that's one of his best tonight. He's been a revelation for Port Adelaide this year, Chad, and you called it the 4 possession half was pretty good. That was pretty good too.
And that's just small forwards at their best. Drop of the footy, under real heat. Just got it on the outside of the right boot. Brilliant finish. Maybe we need to give this guy a bit more credit. I know we've been positive about his year, but one of the more efficient, dangerous small forwards in the comp.
I tell you, the ground balls have been, they've just annihilated him in the forward 50. The amount of small snaps from the ground balls that have hit the deck after a good contest from Port Adelaide forwards. I know that Nankervis was throwing his hand around. I think the umpire's waiting to get it checked now. We'll wait and see what they say. So they've gone to the arc, you suspect.
Right. Well, I know you were hoping, but you got one wrong earlier.
I did, yeah.
So you bit your tongue then. Here we go. Here's the look. We're looking at the replay.
Touched it.
I think he has.
No doubt about it.
I said he only had 3, Kim.
All right, yeah, you're right. Only 3. All right, so the margin now.
Could that be the turning point?
31 point. Gee, we're grasping at straws. So we're going to have a kick in again. The ball will go back down the other end. What do we got left, boys? We've still got the replay on the screen. I'll give you the exact time very, very shortly.
Play 21 minutes of the third term. They haven't got much time left.
Where's the footy? They don't have a footy.
That was a really good effort from Nankervis. Never give up on the play. Dive across the boot just in case and did enough to get a finger on it. Great effort.
Mark Keane brings the ball back into play. People getting nervous all around Australia. I've got the Romeo Retail Group. Good friends at the station. Smothered off the boot. I'll get back to that one shortly. Taken by Durden. Drives it in long. Big lead. But was misread. Ball goes through for a point. Margin out to 32.
Been the story of Adelaide's night. Just uncharacteristic errors. So Rory Laird, how many games you say played? Nearly 300.
Yep.
Kicks into the man on the mark.
281. I tell you, I've not seen Braden Cook tonight. He was a hero last time they played him. And Curtin as well. Curtin couldn't take the mark, and the slider body of Burgoyne pushed him off, harassed him, and forced the error.
Well, I like the target there. That was a good matchup. Curtin against Burgoyne.
They do that most weeks. They isolate Curtin, and generally he's been pretty good, but Burgoyne
did really well then.
7 minutes to go, Willie. The game can be won in this 7 minutes.
Crows need to just get the next couple of goals pushed in the back. No, wasn't there. Was Horn Francis running through this.
Paul Kahan.
On the ball.
Yeah. He's just dropped it. The level's gone up. Been a bit found out tonight, I think.
So Joe Berry has done a couple of nice things. Chad not happy. They didn't give the ball back, but he doesn't get 50. Adelaide cannot afford to concede a goal here. They kick to the pocket. The cavalry come after it. Babbitt was in there as well. Ends up with Nankervis. Oh, Ringa Rosie finally got out. Kick had to be good. Finds the old skipper in Taylor Walker. Works up towards half forward. Where was there? Keys free kick.
Yeah, hold on.
So Keys, they've got to keep it moving. Port Adelaide trying to get numbers back in defence. Keys a penetrating kick into the pocket. Burn-Jones couldn't get there. Ball comes down towards Fogarty. He's played a really good game. Dropping the ball there, I thought was Neil Bullen. Umpire didn't see it that way. It's at centre half back. And Burn-Jones now works on it as far as Walker. Walker can reload.
Oh, and the crowd give it to him every time. The Texan goes back to the centre of the ground. He puts it back to Michaelani. He in turn passes it over towards Curtin. He's got plenty of space on the members' wing. He pulls the trigger. Kicks long straight to Aliir. That was a ridiculous kick, but the mark's been taken by guess who? The best defender on the field, Joshy Lai.
Outstanding tonight.
Marked.
Yeah, and he plays on quickly. Puts it out to Ware. Hasn't had a lot of it, but he hasn't been the worst player out there. Drives it long, little push there. Was it illegal?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, it was against Laird.
One again. That's just dumb. Adelaide had a 2-on-1, gives away a free kick and takes away all the momentum that Adelaide had.
Yeah, well,
so they're flustered. The last entry kick by Curtin was straight to Port Adelaide, and then Laird's made his second error in a minute.
Yeah, that was a dumb dump kick by Curtin. Ball taken by Saligo. Handball was awful. Goes straight out of play. Here comes the old lasso. The helicopter comes out. That was terrible. Had 2 players free. Port Adelaide need another goal. Zach Butters, the recipient of the free kick.
50-metre penalty.
50 metres.
Wow, this is big in the context of the game.
Again?
Let's have a look at the replay, boys. Take us through it. He slipped over.
Very
No, it was already 50 before that.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 50 before that. I think when he slipped over, I think Laird moved off the mark.
I reckon he's given him 60 just for the extra little bit there.
It's
bit
a
of
big
mayo.
50 wheels.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, they don't normally give a big one, so he lines up. We know he's not really a goal kicker, Butters, but gee, this would be a captain's goal. He's kicked 5-8.
26 possessions.
He's going to line up. He's going to kick from 38 metres out on a 45-degree angle. We got 4:50 left on the clock, and this could do some damage to Adelaide on the SA Police scoreboard.
Bring the house down, Kimbo.
Oh, it will. They love him. They want him to stay. It'd be brilliant if he did. He lines up.
Hit the post.
Hit the post. He was nearly going to go the mini celebration. 33, so they haven't let Adelaide get back into it, Chad. That's the good thing.
It could have almost been game over there, Kimbo, but the Crows, if they can pinch one late here, still in it.
That might have put the first nail in the coffin, but the lid's still open at the moment. The kick back towards outer wing. Lear.
Oh, yes.
I saw Burn Jones jump and Lear just came out with like plucking a cherry off a tree.
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? Like how good he has been a recruit for Port.
Ball ace. Couldn't take the mark. Comes to Mead. Mead round the body to one-on-one. Burgoyne!
Dropped it.
Did he mark it? No, he paid it. He has paid it.
No! He paid it.
Well, one did, one didn't.
Oh, you're kidding me. I want to see it again. I thought he dropped it.
That nail's just been banged down against the
Here
coffin.
it is. Take us through it, boys.
It's a brilliant effort.
It was a drop mark by Ball Ace, which he should have taken, and then it was a good snap
I thought he almost marked this.
Didn't control it.
Kicks a goal.
Control it.
Doesn't matter. It's a goal on the scoreboard. Chad Corn's face lighting up there. 12-13, 85. Adelaide is stuck on 7-4-46. None of us saw this coming. Well, maybe one of us did.
Well,
no, Chad did.
And when
he called it.
When it's Unite, isn't it? Because they've had a couple of lucky ones, like the Berry free up the other end. That one there didn't control it, but they're still a mile better team at the moment. Adelaide, flustered, fumbly. Lost all composure at the moment.
A bit like the finals last year, Bix, where they went out of their game. They got bullied and pushed off the footy. And
tell you what, Curtin could have easily put a fist through that ball.
I was just going to say, look, Burgoyne had a fair bit of it, but Curtin's at fault there.
Yeah.
Superior height, should have just belted the hell out of it. Well done to Port Adelaide, 39 points the margin.
Sure.
Is it enough? Surely it is. If Adelaide can get one or two more in the last 3.5 minutes, they need a clearance. They haven't been able to buy them, and they're not going to get one here, I don't think. Sweet's got it, wrapped up in a tackle.
25 scoring shots to 11. Can you believe that against the Crows?
They've been the best side by an absolute mile. Put my hand up. I tipped Adelaide 50 plus.
I'll be listening to
and they get a free kick.
I'll be listening to your show on Monday. You and Chad. It's going to be very interesting.
Oh, no, credit where credit's due. I just hope Chaddy gets a bit of credit because they went after him on the socials. I got your back, Chaddy.
They'll be quiet.
Yeah, I know. Ball goes inside 50 for Adelaide, though. Maybe a little silly chance here. Loose ball. Something could happen. Big tackle on Zach Taylor.
Great tackle.
High tackle.
No, great tackle.
Did he give a free kick?
No. Beautiful tackle.
All right. Oh, was high. Saw the umpire indicated it was a bit high. Number 14, when he came in, then he changed his mind. Ball gets thrown up. Loose ball goes to Rochelle. Plays for a free kick. They're getting desperate. Ball comes out. The mark's been taken by Zach Taylor.
Good luck and good management, wasn't it? It was just a hack kick.
All right. Now, he won't miss this.
No, he's a good kick, Zach Taylor.
This will take it back to 33. Not impossible.
Still 3 minutes on the clock.
Yep, they'd need another one. It'd be cruel if Port lost this.
Well, there's always twists and turns and showdowns.
Oh, yes. We've seen them all. All righty. Zachy Taylor hasn't had a fat night. This could be his moment. He can drag it back to 33 directly in front. He'll kick from 44 metres out. How many's he kicked for the year? We'll have a look in a second. He lines up.
Yeah, he's a good kick.
Yeah, he's a good kick. Margin back to 33 on the South Australian Police. Speed has come out of nowhere. Think road safety scoreboard.
So 2.5 minutes for the Crows to try and get another one. But once again, they need time into Zach Butters. 28 disposals now, 11 clearances. 11 clearances. So someone in that midfield from the Crows just have to clamp Butters down. But his post-stoppage movement, both himself and Horne-Francis, it is very hard to stop. They're just so dynamic, so agile, and they're in a mood where they're hunting.
I'm just watching Saliga. He's been in at almost every centre bounce. He's had one clearance for the day.
What's the go?
And he's just been either against Horne-Francis or Butters, and they've dominated him. And I just cannot understand why.
I thought they might have tried Richelli there at times too.
He went in for one.
Yeah. It's not a big sample size. Ball out wide, Saliga.
There you go.
Pick that one up. The handball was awful. Could be a turnover. Going in hard as Wines as always. Butters don't have any showdown medals he's won, but he can add another one tonight, you'd think. Kick is perfect to half forward. Free kick paid. Fair. Arms were chopped.
Once again, go back to the middle. First disposal, Adelaide. They gave it back.
Here's the chop. Here's the replay. Take us through it, boys.
Young Bammett too, so...
he hit the ball. Pretty good effort from Laird there.
He hit the ball.
That's all ball.
No arm.
We hit the ball first, so that's the new world we live in.
Been stitched up a couple of times tonight by the umpires, Will Laird.
So Bammett's kicked a goal. Yeah, Berry got him earlier. He hasn't kicked two in a game yet, but he's got 3 career goals in 3 games, and he's only a 19-year-old from North Melbourne VFL. His biggest moment on the stage, and he misses.
It's going to be an issue for him if you're a forward.
Out of play.
He's had a lot of shots, doesn't he? He generates shots at goal.
All right, Adelaide need the old-fashioned coast-to-coast. They bring the ball back in quickly. Goes to Isaac Cummins. Not sure what to do. Gave the handball. Was bloody terrible as well. And now they turn it over. The handball is back to Zach Butters straight away. Vicentini comes through. Cummins been that ring rusty tonight. Mark Keane's been in shocker too. Handball goes over to Berry. They're trying to make something out of nothing. Gives it to Laird. He switches right to the outer side. Not a great kick, but he finds Cook. Gives it to Nan Curvis. They're on the run. The kick misses the target. Goes out of play, and the lasso comes out, and 47,000 Port fans absolutely bloody love it.
It didn't miss. It missed by 20 metres. He had a player running on his own on the wing.
Deary me.
Just the pressure.
Kimmy said coming ring rusty. The whole side's been ring rusty tonight. Port Adelaide try and surge forward again.
Bam.
And a long kick into the pocket. Just a little fumble there from Keane. He recovers. Little fumble on the boundary, and they've got the big fella. It's Durden again.
Durden has a little
grabbed him and did the crocodile roll. Took him over and out.
Oh, dear.
He's got the second game blues. You're right, Kimbo.
Yeah.
Looks very rusty.
Back from a long spell. One fresh first up. Not the second. Can Port Adelaide grab a late goal? The Rucks are going at it. Probably been McAndrew's quietest game he's played. Ball to ground.
He's not on his own.
Here's a chance for Burgoyne. He's got two to his credit. A little fumble. Threw it away. They're still pressing. Swings it out wide. Was Logan into St Georgianis. Red left, red right. Left again. Now Burgoyne. Crows should take it. They do it in half back flank.
20 seconds.
They try and run the gauntlet. There's nothing ahead of them. They have to go backwards, I think. They will. Gee, they're under pressure now. Curvis. The second and third one nearly got him. Kicks up towards Aaliyah and Philthorpe. Good mark. Is there time?
4 seconds. 4 seconds.
Burgoyne ran straight through the
siren sounds. What a quarter, Port Adelaide again.
And Philthorpe's remonstrating as Burgoyne ran straight through the mark. Would have put him within kicking distance, but the umpire didn't agree.
They doubled their lead, Beck, so 16 at half-time. It's now 33 and three-quarter time, and a long road back for the Crows.
Wow, this is going to be some type of last quarter. The Adelaide Crows will have to kick about 7. Let's see what Port Adelaide do. They lead by 23. 12-13, 85 to 8-4, 52. And that is on the SA Police scoreboard. SA Police, speeders come out of nowhere. We're in for a massive last quarter. This is AFL Nation for DD. Say yes, I, DD. We'll have all the stats for you very shortly.
That quarter on AFL Nation was for Deutz Tractors. Jump the fence to a Deutz tractor, where the grass is always greener with German engineered precision.
Want to help advance medical research? CMAX is investing in a potential new treatment for solid tumours and is looking for generally healthy volunteers aged 18 to 65 to take part in this clinical trial. Eligible participants will stay 21 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend one follow-up visit, take one phone call and get paid for their time. This is your chance to contribute to tumour research. Ready to get involved? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. To make way for new ranges, National Tiles end of financial year half price clearance is on now. Rush into National Tiles now and pay half price for hundreds of beautiful National wall and floor clearance tiles, all with our exclusive lifetime guarantee. Yes, rush into National Tiles now for our famous half price annual clearance on beautiful National wall and floor clearance tiles. But you'll have to be quick, so rush into National Tiles or go online now and save. Conditions apply.
Adelaide, meet your new obsession. It's the world's fastest growing sport. Fast, social, addictive. Welcome to PaddleFit, Australia's first dedicated paddle facility. Think tennis meets squash, but way more fun. Close to the city with on-site parking. It's so easy to get involved. You can play casually, join social sessions or book coaching. PaddleFit. Go on, give it a shot. Download the PaddleFit app and book online. PaddleFit, Adelaide's new home of fun and fitness.
It's a new era at the iconic Crown Inn because Renella's home of live sport is back, better than ever. After more than 170 years serving the Renella community, the sports bar has received a major upgrade. You'll love the bigger screens, improved sound, and a game day atmosphere built for footy fans. The bistro has also been refreshed with a revamped menu and upgraded outdoor dining spaces ready for long lunches, family dinners, and big nights out. See you at the Crown Inn this footy season.
It's the place we can all play respectfully at nighttime. The Palace, Adelaide's premier gentlemen's club. Whether you're out for a couple of drinks or you're booking the Bucks party he'll never forget, the Palace is Adelaide's best. Undressed. Good times, great vibes. The Palace is Adelaide's premier gentlemen's club for a reason. Come along. Upstairs, 111 Hindley Street. Open from 8 p.m, 7 nights. So much fun. Thepalace.com.au.
Tundra, Toyota's flagship truck, is here with our most powerful performance hybrid engine, undeniable Toyota quality, and a 4.5-tonne brake towing capacity. It's ready to work hard and play harder. Question is, are you ready for it? Toyota Tundra, ready for everything and available now. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. Check Vehicles Owner's Manual and Toyota Basic Towing Guide before attaching loads.
Everywhere you look, there's a sign popping up saying sold by McGain again. McGain Real Estate, celebrating 50 years helping South Australians reach their real estate dreams. Contact your local McGain agent today.
The sweet, tangy teriyaki chicken burger from McDonald's Japan. So good, we stole it. Macca's World Menu Heist. The most wanted menu items heisted from around the world. Get them before we have to give them back. Available after 10:30 a.m.
Want to make an impact while getting rewarded? Here's your chance. CMAX Clinical Research is trialling a potential treatment for blood clots and needs volunteers to take part in a clinical trial. If you're aged between 18 and 65 and generally healthy, you might be eligible. By participating, you'll spend 8 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend 10 follow-up visits and get paid for your time. Interested in advancing healthcare? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
You're listening to The Showdown on AFL Nation for DD. Yes, I DD this footy season.
So Whitlock into the pocket and bam comes out of Mark. See, this is far too easy to make the margin 22. He puts it through and they all run to him.
He says, let the big boys fly. Whitlock is there, got his hands on it. Loose ball, take a man, snap shot, goal. I tell you what, it's been kicked by the young fella in Zato. Again, Cummings went up, handball goes over, Durden has another snapshot, they kick another one. They are 35 points up and playing absolute inspired football.
Maccas, I'm loving it moments. This footy season, never miss a moment with McDelivery.
All righty, some of the highlights there from the third term, thanks to Maccas. I'm loving it moments. Port Adelaide leading by 33 points. Final term about to get underway. Chad, you want to change your tip?
No, I'm very happy with your
Can I change mine? Just looking at the clearances, 35-17 Port Adelaide's way. Out of the centre square, 14-4.
A smashing mix, absolute smashing.
And Sweet has been all over Lockie McAndrew. The hit-outs in the centre bounce are 15 to Sweet, 6 to Adelaide.
So 15 what's starting Adelaide on ball brigade would you like to see right now?
Oh, well, at the moment, they've just gone all out attack. They've got Rochelle, Rankin and Dawson.
Yep. Alrighty, final term about to get underway. We may be witnessing one of the biggest upsets in showdown history.
Might not be Port Adelaide's year, but they're certainly going to be their night tonight. You think they can kick a couple of goals at the last quarter just to hang on. It's Horn Francis just pulling his way through again. Grabs hold of Nankervis. Bammett was in there as well. The ball sweeps out wide. Richards picked it up. Threw it in his boot. Wasn't a great kick. In fact, it was one of his worst. It would be the lasso and be Laird to bring it back into play.
A little bit unlucky then. That wasn't good from Joey Richards because the pressure from Port Adelaide was superb. So Adelaide are going to roll the dice. There could be some turnovers, but they'll be looking to score really quickly. Laird got it to Nankervis. Nankervis got it over to Rankin. He's had a quiet night. He drives it long outside. Sweet front position. And McAndrew now saying, that's not a good kick. At least give me a chance. But he's had his pants pulled down tonight.
Yeah, just got to get it to ground any way you can.
Just growing as a footballer, Jordan Sweet, the former Western Bulldog, the boy from North Adelaide. Ball goes to ground level, taken by Lukosius, wobbly kid. Socket off the ground by Mitch Georgiades. The ball comes out towards Richards. Brilliant kick to the Horn Dog. They got caught napping.
Oh, just looking, Rochelle, Rankin, where's Dawson? All the midfielders.
No accountability, and he's going to line up. And along with Durden, he's their most accurate kick for goal this year.
Joey Richards, not huge amount of possessions, but the leading score involvement player on the ground. After this kick, he's up to 8 score involvements.
All right, if it goes to 39 points, are you going to call it, Chatty?
Yeah. I've called it already, Kimbo.
Hey, he has. Here we go then.
Party time back here in the second row.
Oh, here we go. He's up there in the big seats. The Horn Dog lines up. He kicks from 47. He's a beautiful kick. It's drifting, goes across.
Should have let him off the hook, though. 12-14.
I'll tell you what, if they had a kick straight, they probably should be nearly 10 goals in front.
We could have gone home 35 minutes ago. Ball goes to the outer side. Rochelle does a little bit of soccer work. That was clever. Durden, good pressure. Now he goes down the line. That was a push in the back in the first half. Not paid then.
Logan Evans took a good mark. Uses his body well.
Cannot win a one-on-one contest, Adelaide. Every time it goes to one-on-one, Porter.
Crows just look almost lethargic compared to the pressure of Port Adelaide. A free kick to Adelaide, though. We'll go back to Worrell. So Bick's not happy with some of the coaching moves from the Crows, but I'll tell you what, they are. I think they're shield shot too, not just the fans, the players at the moment.
Here we go.
Here we find a goal. A dangerous kick straight through the centre. Cut off the pass there by Drew to
Here we go.
Now to Horn Francis. This time he can look at the goals, and this time he can kick a goal. You would have to think game, set, match.
Well, the umpire's not sure. Hang on.
Wasn't convincing, was it?
They're calling a goal. Took an eternity to put the 2 fingers up.
I think Keane thinks it's hit the post.
Well, they'll look at it. They've already had a couple tonight, or the Durden one was overturned, but Horn Francis, he missed one a moment ago.
Just been killed on turnover though. It was a really risky kick, which you get at this time of the game, but Dawson overruns it. Butters gets it. Butters to Horn Francis. Just watching it now on the replay.
Bix,
goal all day, every day.
We felt Port had to kick 15 to win, but unfortunately Adelaide have only got 8.
I know. So, well, there we go. The margin is out to 40 points.
Big day from Horn Francis. 23 disposals, 2 goals now.
Well, that was, you thought the only way, we're just looking at Snicker, it's hit the post.
Oh, yes, the top of the padding.
Yeah, goal umpire's had a bad night.
Port cannot quite get that last nail.
Not over just yet.
No,
You're telling me there's a chance.
There's a silly chance, I think, Chatty. A little bit of scoreboard pressure, but gee, I'd like to be on Port Adelaide big time. Big time.
Wow.
But
so
you just knew that Keane was going to turn it over there. He was looking. As Bick said, it was an impossible kick.
But they're the risks they're going to have to take to get back into this game.
Yeah, I'd rather not kick him to 1-on-4, though. But that's what he does, and away he goes. This time he drives it down. Adelaide outnumbered again, and the mark's been taken by Josh Lyons.
96.
Outstanding game tonight, the young man. He plays on quickly, puts to the hot spot. Crows defence been under siege tonight. Free kick to Adelaide, I think it will be. He's been quiet too.
Yeah.
Hardly called his name. There's about 6 Crows who hardly touched it tonight. To Michael Annie.
Coming in for number 10, Michael Annie.
Normally just likes a good stopping job. Works in the Lear direction. Lie again. Lie got the crumb this time. Comes to ground now. The handball. More hope than anything. Ends up with Neil Bullen. Zerk Thatcher grabbed him. Ball to ground. Not paid. Oh, Fogarty gone. I'll pay that one. They missed the first one, got the second one. And they are like rabid dogs at the moment, Port Adelaide.
Joey Richards, you'll hear him thanks to Kixo Styling on Tuesday night. He's our regular. That's a big tackle on a big man.
Well, once again, it wasn't the first one, it was the second one. They just swarmed over Adelaide when they've had the footy.
Aliria kicks long, front position, unable to take the mark with Zach Taylor. Willem Drew's got the ball, got a little dinky kick away. Handball came out from Braden Cook. He's been non-existent today. Ball goes over to Mark Keane. Short little pass. Zach Taylor just reaching. Oh, they turn it over again. Ball goes back to Zach Butters. He slipped over. That was really good work at ground level. That was shocking work there. Panic kick. Who was that by? Was that Taylor again?
Yeah, summed up Adelaide, really.
Yeah, ball goes back inside 50. Adelaide might get a sneaky chance for a clearance here. Willie, see if you can get something to happen.
They need to get the next 4 goals to have any chance. There's Dawson. He's had a really quiet night by his...
3 players up then, no one down. Port Adelaide all over Adelaide.
That's the second panic kick Ware's done as well.
Yeah.
But Adelaide just because of the pressure, they've just gone straight back the same way the balls come in. A couple of times they've had players on the open side for the switch, but because of the pressure...
Already, Bixworth, you've seen a quarter of the quarter gone. 5 minutes of real time. And they go dangerously forward again.
Oh, stupid.
Port Adelaide got the numbers here. If they can pick it up cleanly. Crows in the way. Curtin keeps it in.
But they've got to take these chances. You might as well win them.
I am not buying those 2 kicks. I know they've got to take chances, but that's just suicide.
Well, what would you do? Just kick it down the line?
No, I'd find get someone, isolate them, not go in the middle when it's 4-on-1.
Argue a little bit later with the boys there.
We'll argue now if we want to.
And I don't know how many showdown medals Butters has won, but he'll probably get another one tonight.
Yep.
Bennett goes after it. 60 out from Port's goal. Under siege of the Crows. Keane did well, gave it to Curtin. He's been a quiet player tonight. Little short ball to Walker. Walker plays on. They don't like Tex. Been a champion for a long while. Taylor goes after it. Ball to ground. Cook had a rare touch, but it's a beauty. Socketed straight to Rochelle. Over the top he goes to Philthorpe. And finally Adelaide can get a shot at goal. What is the margin? Port Adelaide about to stick a poster.
35 points.
35.
Has to go through, Bix. Just has to go through.
So. They've got to get on some type of roll, don't they? But it's just everything is laboured. Everything is labour intensive. And even that one, Walker brings it back through the middle. They couldn't mark it cleanly.
The man with the beard, he's kicked one. He's bringing it around.
No, it's not.
And it's going to be a behind. Surely they went through. The umpire said play on. And play on they do.
Wait.
No, the umpire's going to say, I think it's a point.
No, he's going to say it's a free kick.
Okay.
I don't think anyone knows what's going on.
The Keys.
Wow.
He's got any idea what is going on.
So Keys will kick the goal and does.
Oh, no, he didn't go behind his mark. Lockie Jones is saying it's a point. He's saying it went over the line.
I thought it went over the line too, but...
Look, we'll have a look at the replay thanks to Rival Brothers.
It's never a good sign when the player, as Keys runs round.
He kicks the goal this time, so it's a goal, but I'd like to see the replay. We thought it was well over the line. It came back into play.
Let's have a look at it, boys. Thanks to Rival Brothers.
Well, I was going to say...
Put your faith in the arc, fellas. The arc will work it out.
When the player who's getting the free kick doesn't even know that it's a free kick. Oh! That's a foot over the line.
It's
got to come back.
That will come back.
I don't think they can bring it back. The rules changed now.
Well, that
unless the umpire
There's the hold there, yeah.
Unless the umpire calls...
Yeah, but the ball's over the line.
But you can only do it if the goal umpire calls...
Yep, and he didn't.
Port Adelaide's saying, did you see the replay?
Well, this is where the stupidity of the rule. Just everyone knows it's a point. Go back and kick it in.
That is incredible.
That's a disgraceful decision from that goal umpire. You were right there and it lands over the line. Disgraceful umpire.
All right, we'll get back to the game. The game's not in good shape when that type of stuff happens. All right, margin 29. McAndrew takes it. Butters got it though. Handball went over. The footy gods may determine it. They might get one straight back. Port Adelaide. Ball goes down the ground level. Picked up by Mitch Georgiou. Snapshot. There you go.
There we go.
We got a bad decision down there. The footy gods intervene. Margin back out to 35. Sanity prevails.
Well,
I agree.
Thank goodness it's not a close game.
Yeah.
That is just an absolute disaster. And this is where...
Is that the rule changes a bit?
They changed it early in the year because remember they called one back from the wing about 30 seconds later. They said, well, we can't do that anymore. We don't want to do that. And then the reason the rule is brought in for the absolute howler when everyone in the stadium knows it's a behind.
That was that far behind the...
Well, look, the good thing is within 20 seconds they got the goal back.
Incredible.
But you've got to... They're going to have to change the rule back.
I think so. I think you're right.
You just can't have that happen.
I'm sick of talking about rule changes, Biggs. I've been telling you for years they've been meddling too much.
They look at the last off who toe poked one over the line for 10 minutes.
All right, margin back out to 35 points. That's on the SA Police scoreboard. This is AFL Nation. Thanks to Didi. Say yes, I Didi.
For the Crows, have been a death by 1,000 cuts in Port Adelaide. They're playing inspired football. This man is leading the way. Butters, somehow we got a ball out. Handball under pressure.
7:20.
Kim Dillon wanted holding the ball. So did the Crows fans that are here tonight. But not the Port Adelaide faithful. This has been a very, very impressive performance.
Yeah, well done to Port Adelaide. Wonderful coaching performance by Josh Carr. And
I think they need to wear this Guernsey every week. The invincible rubbed off on them.
Possibly. Normally when they wear the prison bars, what are they?
Invincibles. Well, we're back to 50-50 after this.
3-3 now. All righty. Ball goes down to ground level. Paddle forward. Berry's been non-existent. That's Sam from the Crows. Had another fumble. So we've got another ball up. If you've just joined us, 13 minutes remaining on the clock. And the SA Police scoreboard has a 35-point lead to Port Adelaide. They trailed by 4 at quarter time, led by 16 at half time.
And it's interesting now that Adelaide have now manned up everywhere over the ground. Like it just has been something they had to have done earlier.
I got a mate that's only been to 7 showdowns and Port Adelaide have won every one. He said, see if I am the good luck catcher. It's a true story.
Well,
8 tonight. Yeah.
Should be the #1 ticket holder, Will.
I'll give his name after, Chad. It's unbelievable. As Port Adelaide gone attacking, and they thoroughly deserve the win. Look at the scoring shots they've had. And there's another mark this time. The big boy, Vicentini, takes it, plucks it out of the air. And McGain, real estate mark of the night.
Bix, you don't often see the Crows' defence be pulled apart like they have tonight. Like every one of the Port forwards have got the better of their direct opponent. Like Josh Wong does not lose those contests against a third-year player.
Well, exactly. They've just been, once again, one-on-one contests everywhere. They have not won any of them.
They say everyone deserves a mulligan or a banana peel, but not this. This is really poor, and Port Adelaide just haven't been able to finish them off. Otherwise, it's going to be a shellacking.
It's embarrassing for Adelaide, the fact that they should be
10 or 12 goals down
at minimum. And they've just been absolutely embarrassed.
A lot of players out of form tonight that they've won 6 of their previous 7. Cumming kicks to the wing. Up went Bammett. Trying to claim it there. It's Fogarty. Off the ground they go. Saligo showed a bit of fight.
High tackle, Saligo.
Free kick.
All right, so good commitment there by Fogarty. Eventually, Saligo wins it. He goes to the centre. Another turnover looming. Yes! No, I'm all for taking chances, but not stupidity. Well done, Port Adelaide. They are all over the Adelaide Crows. And welcome to the AFL now. This
50
is
metres.
There we go. This will be
it's down here.
Someone got put down. Joe Berry got some treatment behind the footy.
It was interesting. I saw Horn Francis got lippy to Saligo down here, and I wondered whether Jake might take the bait. He didn't, but it looks like, and they're at each other again.
We have seen Berry go down quite easily tonight.
Mead's going to take the free kick. Alrighty, so Meady's got an opportunity. Hasn't kicked a goal this year. Only 12 career goals. He can put the margin out to 42. They're going for percentage now. He's lining up only 25 metres out directly in front. How did you pick this, Chad?
30 scoring shots to 13.
Some of the Crows faithful just leaving, boys. Crows faithful leaving the stadium.
I reckon that's
a
fair
great
enough.
sight. Great sight for football.
Oh, he's missed two.
Oh, you're kidding. 37-17. So, yeah, 13-17 to 9-4. Adelaide's had their pants pulled down. Worrell brings it back into play and he goes long down the middle.
They're going to get wind on 5. Unless there's an absolute miracle. They've been outstanding from go to woe tonight. Here's Saligo. That Crows only led a little bit early in the second term and led by 10 points. Walker has been quiet tonight. He's 70 up from goal. He goes to home. It's a beautiful kick, though. Yeah. Pinpoint pass to Neil Bullen.
Pushed him.
It doesn't matter. He's going to kick the goal anyhow. He's going to go back. Oh, what's happened? What's happened here? Free kick, Port Adelaide. Oh, what was that? What is going on?
What for?
Is there a full moon? Even Chad can't believe it.
What was that for? He was all by himself. He took a mark by himself. I'm confused.
Oh, my goodness me.
Honestly, I hope we see a replay. I have no idea why.
I think the goal umpire said I was right a moment ago.
Here it is. Oh, you're kidding.
No,
he did a block on Fogarty.
Small Shepherd.
It's within 5 metres. What is happening to our game? No one knows the rules anymore. Seriously.
So this has been a disaster for all facets of umpiring. There's been 3 or 4 goals, haven't there, that have been
terrible umpiring.
50,087 fans. Well done, Port Adelaide.
Well done, exactly. Riley Fieldthorpe plucks it out of the air, handballs into the pocket. Going after Saligo, they go after him. Darcy Byrne-Jones in there vying for the footy, and Wines takes it out. Darcy Byrne-Jones, Chad's only 3 beyond your games. He's number 9 on the list.
Every time he gets written off, he just finds a way to keep going, Darcy.
He made
great career and still playing important footy.
Keep telling you, boys.
What's going on there? Someone went down.
The AFL is heading towards a minimal contact sport. That's what they want.
Oh, that was soft for Little Shepherd, wasn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
So you think of Berry's goal that was terrible, the push in the back.
Oh, Port Adelaide best side by a mile tonight.
I'm just saying
it's just the umpiring. It's just a state of disarray.
I think more to the point, Bix, the comment you made about that behind the line, it could have turned a game.
Yeah.
That's a bad one. Absolute shock of the rule.
Look, there's 2. Well, look, we don't want to drag anything off Port Adelaide. They've been absolutely brilliant. Ball gets thrown up, goes over to boundary line, left forward pocket.
9 minutes left, Kimbo.
All right, well, Adelaide would like, they won't win it. They'd like to do a bit of...
getting a little bit fiery here. Horn Francis,
there's like a bit happening off the ball.
Yep.
Biggs.
Okay, ball toss in. It's 40 up from Adelaide's goal. Southern End. Rochelli's been really quiet tonight. But as we said, he's got a lot of teammates in Port Adelaide. They have played out of their skin. It's just fantastic for Josh Carr, and you can see a future with all the players they've got out as well. They'll probably get 3 picks for Zach Butters, get young Dougie Cochran.
Gee, I said earlier in the week they wouldn't win another game for the year.
Is that right?
I did.
I'm glad you brought it up, Kimbo.
No, you know I own it.
You would.
Whoa!
You didn't have to wait long, Kimbo.
I know.
Oh, boy. No, it's their night.
He's had the last laugh, Horn Francis, because he just gets the footy, and then that's a high tackle, and they've been pushing and shoving. The Adelaide players could do well to go back and watch the video and watch how well he's played.
A lot of Crows have lost their cool tonight. You're right. Port Adelaide haven't. They've been...
he's just been hard
antagonising.
He gets there first and wins it.
Aaliyah now. The Rocket Gibraltar down back. Even he was thinking about a bounce. Kicks to the wing. It's all Port Adelaide. It's just been sensational performance. Logan Evans takes a mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, you blokes in the pre-match were saying that a lot of the oomphs come out of the showdowns. I haven't really felt it. We don't get as much.
Tonight it's been a bit of aggro, but I
don't mean the aggro. I mean the rivalry's as strong as ever. And wait till next year in the first showdown. And we had a 1-point game in round 8. Which was an absolute cracker. This is just a huge performance by Port Adelaide.
But it's disaster for the Crows and ramifications of the top 4.
They only got themselves to blame. They haven't been good enough.
Agreed.
There we go, the Port chant. They're going early. They got 8.5 minutes. Ball goes Alex Neil-Bullen over to Saligo. He struggled. gets around his opponent, gives a handball over to Josh Worrell. He does likewise. It was terrible, though. Hit the ground first. Over the top of a curtain. He's been a bit smelly tonight as well. His kick's a shocker. Rochelle gets it. Hasn't done a lot. Can he hit a target? He does, and it's Peatling. Too far out the score. He's got a 2-on-2, and he doesn't kick it to them. Instead, he goes out wide to the worst kick of the team in Rory Laird. Well, he's not a great kick, and he misses the target. The ball's still in play. They come back. They made hard work. They're going to turn it over. That was awful football. Well done, Port.
Peatling had the footy. There were 2-on-2 inside 50th. And Fogarty, who's been Adelaide's best forward, had about 15 metres on his man.
Yeah. I'm just picking myself up the floor, Kimbo. You've called our man the worst kick in the team.
Let me explain it. Hang on, we'll get back to the action. Let me explain it. Ball goes to ground. Yeah, we got a baller.
Just cut that up, Chad.
That will be used.
When they could have passed it to Fogarty, they kicked to a bloke that can't kick over a jam tin.
The worst kick in the team is very strong.
I didn't get it out. The worst kick for goal in the team. The goal.
He got Port Adelaide again. They try and sneak it out. Rankin in the way. The spiral punt, the reverse screwy. Port Adelaide got numbers back again. Comes down towards Peatling. Gang tackle. Brought to the ground. Saligo got one high. Plays on quickly. Walker can mark, and Walker can go back. And from 45, slot his first goal of the night.
They got 6.5 minutes to go. They'll probably get another 3 or 4, and it'll make it look good.
You think Wayne Miller, they've missed him, but Port Adelaide have got about 6 they could bring back from the side. It just shows that Miller is coolness and calmness and skill down back.
Yeah. But it's not one person.
No, it's not.
I reckon there's 12 blokes who haven't handled the pressure at all tonight.
Listen to the crowd if he misses this.
He's 6 goals off 700, and he has missed. It's that sort of night,
isn't it? Like Tex, who's a great kick, has missed.
It started badly and has kept on that line.
I was just looking at the clearances. Port Adelaide have dominated, but Butters has had 13. Horn Francis has had 8. That's 21. Adelaide as a team have had 19. 2 players have had more than the entire team. They had to have put work into them, surely.
I know you tipped Port Adelaide, Chad. I'm not letting you off scot-free. You said this was the worst side ever.
He did.
I said it was one of the worst. Well,
I think you said the worst
side they have ever
Which
picked.
makes your tip even better.
But what else did I say, Kim? I said it's not about the names on the paper. It's about the attitude you turn up with. And they have come with a brilliant attitude. And the Crows just thought it was going to happen. And that's what happens when you rock up just thinking the game's going to come.
Another good mark by Horn Francis. I tell you what,
he's putting the clinic on.
Yeah, we'll be opening the phones on Monday with the old Monday therapy.
Gee.
Everyone that had a crack at Chatty Boy, humble pie. Ball goes out wide, taken by Lockie Jones. He goes out really wide. Oh, they just want the siren, Adelaide. 5 minutes to go.
Again, though, look at the players, Adelaide, their inability to man up. How many marks are we up to, Chad? They'll be close to 100.
You've got to remember, though, Port did lose 3 games by a point. It hasn't been all disaster. They have beaten Geelong. They nearly ran Hawthorn to the last kick of the night.
That was a couple of months ago. They had a really good month. But then this has been taken away from them, the short kicking game, and then they
played okay against Sydney. They led Sydney for a couple of weeks ago.
Sweety's taken a mark.
Yep. There's icing on the take. Here we go. Icing on the
real estate mark of the night nomination.
97 marks up to.
Yep. So Sweet, much travelled footballer, but he's been a journeyman and played well tonight.
It's almost time for a spell for McAndrew. Maybe he's looked exhausted tonight.
Not the way Riley O'Brien played today.
Oh, McAndrew, great smother. Sweet kicked it straight into his upper chest there, and well done, the big man. But no, probably the quietest game he's had, Bix, for McAndrew.
Yeah, and he's been well beaten tonight, and just wonder, like, it's first year of footy, full season.
Port by 6 goals, and there is 4 minutes 18 seconds left. They're going to really enjoy this one of the sweetest victories in the 60 showdowns, and no one thought they could win. You look at the betting odds, but as Chad said, the game's not played on paper, it's played on heart, and Port have certainly won in that division tonight.
Ball gets thrown up. They lead by 36 points, comes down to ground level. The Horn Dog just can't get enough of it at the moment. He gets a free kick too, I think. He did. He gets a high tackle, so he gets a chance to kick his 3rd goal. Kick 1 in the first, 1 in the 4th.
Is he a chance for the middle too?
Well, I'd hate to be voting because
Butters or Horn Francis.
I'm not allowed to comment, boys.
I know, you're not.
Chad's voting.
If he brings this attitude to every game he plays, he can be one of the great players in the AFL. The attitude, the hunt, the intent he has shown tonight, there is no better player in the AFL when he plays this way.
He can win a Brownlow. He can make it 42 points. Come on, Horn Dog. We're right behind him. He's kicking from about 45 out. Distance won't be a problem.
Look at that. Hit the post.
Oh, wow.
It went gun barrel straight off the leg.
It's 37 points to lead. I know you've said it before. It really should be about 65.
Easily.
Yeah,
could be more.
Yeah, Matthew Nix, he's going to have a few headaches because he just cannot write this game off the way they've all played in such an important contest. They kick it back towards the wing. In front, they're taking a nice mark is Berry. He always tries hard.
Yeah, he's going to have a look at how they prepared the side. How could you come out and be obliterated like this?
So Walker now. Adelaide inside 50 again. This is where they've struggled. They should get a goal. And Fogarty kicks number 5. 4 is it? So Darcy Fogarty has got 5, so he's played a lone hand and not much else. What's that, 5 out of 10? Well done, Darcy, but with 2.5 minutes left, Port Adelaide, we see they're going to be rejoicing here. None of the Port fans are gone home just yet.
Wow. Nobody saw this coming.
No,
it's just been a total.
No, someone
Chad. We got to.
No. I mean, I think if Chad was honest, he would say he maybe thought a couple of goals. You couldn't have picked the margin.
No, I was like I said, sometimes you've just got to fake it till you make it. I talked myself into this. I didn't expect a smashing like this.
I love Pixers, even a broken clocks.
I'm having
twice a day.
I'm having a sickie. I'm having a sickie on Monday. Tune in at 2:30.
You walk up and face the music.
I'm available Monday. All right.
Tune in at 2:30. My favourite beer, Jimbo, my favourite beer is cold sparkling ale.
Oh my God, I've got to get him a carton of beer. Yes, I forgot about it. I told him I wouldn't take it because I've already got one off him. But yes, he's won it. Adelaide go forward. I don't want them to get any more goals because Port deserve to win by more than what they lead. Taken by Alex Neil-Bullen. Phil Thorpe up high, had it, lost. Fogarty taken high, has to be a free kick. They let it go. They missed 2 free kicks. Soligo kicks a goal. Wow. Margin back to 25.
There should be a lot
2 minutes to go. I know, it's wrong. They should be 50, 60 up. Oh, no, Zach Taylor it was, not Soligo. Apologies.
Geez, it would have been interesting if that Alex Neil-Bullen mark
it
might have been, what would that be? It would have been 3 goals.
Hornets hit the pole. They've hit the post twice tonight in the last quarter as well, Port.
That was a good handball by Fogarty. So he's kicked 5 and then he's had a goal assist there to Zach Taylor. Clearly Adelaide's best player.
Well, Port are going to get their 5th win for the year, and Adelaide, who are looking to consolidate around the top 4 mark, or just out. This is a big body blow for them.
They lost clearance in contested possession last week to Melbourne, even though they won. Well, they've been absolutely destroyed today.
Showdown just provides many curveballs, and Horn Francis, as we said, if it's not Butters, he'll win the Showdown medal. They're going wide.
I think Horn Dog's best on ground.
The handball goes over the top to Burgoyne. Can they find another one? They can. Georgiadis, when he's in front, you can't pass him. Borlase has tried his heart out, but George has had a good night tonight.
Well, just no pressure ahead of the footy. So Georgiadis has got him for pace, and they've delivered it beautifully to him tonight.
Kick 3, Bix.
Let's have a look. It's Georgiadis 3-3, so he's had 6 shots on goal. He hasn't kicked more goals than points in any of his last 8 games. And he's averaging 5 shots a game.
I saw Jake Waterman's stat today. Bix, 31 goals, 41. He gets the ball, but he can't finish it. So Georgiadis, these are the ones he can kick. It's a tough angle. And he'll enjoy this so too with Port Adelaide if he can put it through. Kick on its way. No, he's missed 2.
3-4.
Have a look at the scoring shots, as we mentioned. It's just incredible right at the moment. 13-19 to 11-5.
Worrell kicks long underneath it. Taken off hands there by Soligo. He was tripped. He gets the free kick. So a little bit of urgency from Adelaide, but it's all too late. There's only a minute left on the clock. They kick long long stretch. McAndrew got there, got his hands on it. Peatling first there. Gave it to Nankervis. Jams it on his boot. Puts it just inside 50. Underneath it, Philthorpe. Taken by Lear. Throws it on the right boot. Nankervis underneath it. Had it, lost it. Saligo's handball wasn't great. Worrell could have gone a little bit harder. Does a big tackle on Joe Berry and will have a ball up right by the interchange gates. And our boundary updates are thanks to Green Door Pathways. And there will be no more interchanges before this game is finished.
Jordan Dawson is quite a game played for a long while too. I haven't noticed him this quarter, Bix, not at all.
Just soak in the atmosphere, fellas. Listen to the noise of the crowd. Soak it all in.
Well,
it tastes good.
Crows led 31-28.
Standing ovation.
31-29.
Yeah, they deserve it too. It is well picked up, Bix. Yeah.
The ball tucked in now. It's been a powerful performance. And Josh Carr, he's been so cool as a coach too. He's just biding his time, never gets too
Tell you what,
flustered.
Doesn't he love a showdown? 10 wins out of 10 as a player. He's now
50,
got one as a coach.
Well, I like my mate, 8 from 8. You can't beat that. He just come out tonight and the rest is history. Ball towards the boundary. Richards take it over the line and Kim take the last few seconds, old son.
All right, there's only about 10 seconds remaining. The big
Give us your best work, Kimbo. Finish the game strongly, son.
Finish it off, son.
Come on.
The big Chad's standing up so he can be seen, and he's getting all the love from the masses as well. So we got to throw in. Have a look at the crowd going crazy, as they should. 50,087. Well done, Port Adelaide. And they're still putting their head in the hole. Picked up by Dawson. Jams it on the boot. Underneath it was Josh Lai. He's been huge. Cook's been quiet, and he picked up a free kick. The siren sounds, and it is Port Adelaide 71-97, a 26-point victory, a historic victory. They have beaten the odds. Let's have a listen to the song. Wow.
We got the power to win, power to roll. Port Adelaide aggression, we are the power from Port. It's more than a sport, it's a true Port Adelaide tradition. We'll never stop till we're top. There's history here in the making. We got the power to win, we'll never give in till the flag is ours for the taking.
Well, Chad Corns, well done. 13 goals, 30. What's that? 32 scoring shots to 16. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so the conversion's probably only the downside of Port Adelaide's game, but I think it was clear to all of us from the first 5 minutes that Port Adelaide were here to play. Their pressure was relentless. Their contest was great. Got on top in the centre clearance from the first bounce. Dominated clearance all right, and they just all night, and they just had too many midfielders that got so many clearances, so many metres gained, so many possessions compared to the Crows on ball brigade that just got smashed collectively. So just a great example. It's not about who's in your team, it's how you come to play collectively, and I thought Port Adelaide did that as well as they have all year.
Yeah, that is an unbelievable victory. I kept saying all week, Chad, if they won this one, it'd be their biggest upset. Well, Bix, is there a bigger one?
Well, there was only the other one.
97.
The first one, then the last one of 06 was the biggest upset until this one. But I think this one tops that, given who Port Adelaide had out.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I can't. The one in back end of 06, someone reminded me of that, but gee whiz, hard to think of a more lopsided. What you were thinking, expecting.
Yeah.
And I just wonder.
It should have been a 10-goal victory, though, shouldn't it?
At least, when you think about it, like they've ended up with. What's that? 32 shots to 16. They've doubled the amount of scoring shots. They've doubled so many of the stats.
Let's go down to Logan Evans.
All standing up when there's about 30 seconds left, knowing that Port Adelaide have won Showdown 60. What's going through your head?
Yeah, it's a pretty nice feeling. It was great to see the sport come out. It's been a bit of a rough year, but hopefully we finish off really well. It should be great.
It's been an up and down year. Obviously, a disappointing result last weekend leading into the biggest game for the club when it comes to home games in a showdown, and the ledge has gone the way of Adelaide for the past couple of games. So how important was it to put on a show in front of the fans?
Yeah, we believe in ourselves. We're really confident in our ability to win games. So just go out, play like we've been playing all year, and when we put it together, we look pretty dangerous.
I want to ask about these fans one more time because they turn out tonight, as we said, an up and down season, but we call them the true believers. They're here making noise tonight, which has been incredible. And the noise was electric. What was it like to play in?
Yeah, we bloody loved it. It was great.
Give it up.
Yeah.
Come on, Logs.
No, I was going to say, when they picked him, wasn't quite the right person. He's not the most up and about lad. He's a beautiful lad. And his mum was a wonderful netballer, played for South Australia, Sheridan Abbott. We've had him on the show a few times. It's like pulling teeth, fair dinkum.
But he's so confident in team meetings. The way he speaks in front of the group in team meetings, like one of the better ones there at the club, but obviously a bit of stage fright in front of the poor faithful here tonight.
I said to Bix about the Crows' chances top 4, but he said, no, they'll probably drop a game somewhere along the line. We weren't expecting it tonight, Bix.
Well, not so much that. It's just hard to comprehend how so many of your team can be so poor.
Yeah.
Which means...
On such a big night.
Yeah, well, you think straight away that, well, if one or two players were down, you can sort of say, oh, well, that happens. Players are up and down. But when 14 of your 20 are down, that just suggests that maybe the attitude or the preparation or the way they prepared as a collective wasn't quite there.
We had Sam Balderston on, when was it? Chatty Friday?
Friday.
And we were just talking, because it's all about the Crows, how much they'll win by, blah, 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 blah. We said, have you discussed complacency? And he said, no. And do you think that you should? Well, you probably shouldn't have to, but do you need to do that?
The moment this game was won by Port Adelaide, Kimbo, is when Kari tapped into the tradition of showdowns.
Well, he
leant into the underdog side of things, which we heard from Darren Reeves yesterday. So I love that approach from Kari.
And that's when you changed your tip. It was. You were inspired by what Reva had to say. All right, we'll be going down for the showdown medal.
It's got to be Zach, doesn't it?
It's one of two.
Of the showdown medal has been carried out by
I'd like it to Horn Francis.
I'd now like to invite Wyatt Simpson, who is a variety grandchild, to present the showdown medal awarded to the best player on field. And the winner of the showdown medal by a unanimous vote of the Port Adelaide Football Club, Zach Butters.
I get it.
Hornet had a big last quarter. Huge last quarter.
I thought Hornet hurt Adelaide more. But then again, the clearance work in the first half really set it up, didn't it? Let's hear from Zachy. Imagine if he, against all odds, stayed. How good would that be for Port Adelaide?
First of all, I'd like to thank Variety and the work they do in South Australia with disadvantaged kids. To Adelaide, it's always a tough game. You've always had the better lately, so yeah, thank you and good luck for the season. You're a bloody good team, so go well. To our fans, thanks for showing up. What a game. What a win. To my teammates, all played super. Thank you.
Well said. Oh, he is a favourite.
Zach Butters, highest ranked player on the ground by some margin. 25 kicks, 12 handballs, so 37 disposals, 23 contested, 12 uncontested, 11 inside 50s, 7 tackles, had a stack of clearances. I can't find clearances on my page.
13 clearances, 700 metres gained, 9 score involvements.
Yeah.
All right, I'm changing my best on ground.
The only knock on him was his kicking percentage was only 38% or something like that. But once again, he's getting the ball in and under and just getting it forward.
How hard is it to leave a club like this when you're getting love like that? Look at all the players around him. Yeah. Unbelievable. All right, let's jump into it. This is the post-game show for the Crown Inn. It's a wonderful pub. We did our show. Have you been out there, Bix?
Yes.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Stomping ground, old South Adelaide.
Yeah, well, they've spent a few million on it. The new Crown for Ranella, freshly renovated, your family-friendly local in Adelaide's southern suburbs is better than ever. All righty, we'll be listening to the song Down in the Rooms. That'll be thanks to Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives. Let's jump into it. Oh, look, before we get into the awards, can we just look at the team stats? Can you two go through those and just tell us why Port Adelaide was so superior to Adelaide?
Well, I'll start with the stoppages, if you like. Overall, stoppages 42 to Port Adelaide, 23 to Adelaide. And here's the big one. Port Adelaide kicked 6 goals, 9. So they had 15 scoring shots. Adelaide 3-2. So 3 times as many scores from stoppage. The centre square was just one-way traffic all night, 16-6. 4 goals, 2 goals. That's in Port Adelaide's favour. And the hit-outs were the other big one as well. Jordan Sweet had 38 hit-outs. Lockie McAndrew 22, but Sweet had 16 to advantage. Lockie McAndrew 3. So that's absolute domination. Just looked at Sweet, didn't do much else around the ground, wasn't all that effective, but just that in itself, in terms of giving his players first look, particularly at centre bounce, was just a huge effort considering he was up against McAndrew, who'd been in pretty good form.
Chatty, what was your big takeaway?
Well, Crows actually won the disposal count 333 to 306. So it just shows how efficient Port Adelaide were tonight. We spoke about it at the start of the call. They have really gone to work at their inside 50 entries and being a bit more efficient from there, and I thought they did that really well tonight. I thought the kicks inside 50 were just enough favoured side to the Port Adelaide's forwards' advantage, so that was a real highlight. 100 marks for Port Adelaide, 79 to the Crows. 100 is about where Port want to be, and 17 of them were inside 50. Only 9 inside 50 marks to the Crows, and this is a good stat because the Crows have smashed Port Adelaide in this regard before. Contested marks, Port Adelaide win that 16 to 13. And a stat we all love. I'm not sure if you love it, Big.
No, I don't think he does.
Tackles inside forward 50. Not a big discrepancy, but Port Adelaide 9, Crows 6. Actually, tackles were even across the night.
We've given him a few drive-bys on that on our show because he's not really in love with it.
It depends. If you can create stoppage, you get lots of tackles. But I don't think there's a correlation between teams that finish in the top 4 and tackles inside forward 50. If you said to me that the teams that have the most tackles inside forward 50 go on to win the premiership most years,
well, I can't give you the premiership stat, but I can say they win more games. They win more games.
It
Have
does.
a crack at him, Chad.
Anyway, each to their own. I heard the Goody Saints had a few tackles inside forward 50.
He got emotional, the big fella. I tell you, been a bit grumpy the last month, after the way the Saints have been going. They've been getting that many injuries, so we'll get to them very shortly because you did it against all odds. Big Willie's had a look at the ladder to find out what it does to Adelaide and Port.
Well, disaster, particularly for Adelaide. They've gone into 6th position with 36 points, but not a great percentage, 110. Fremantle on top with 13 wins and a loss. Sydney now 3 games, as Big said, plus percentage ahead of the Crows. Hawthorn are a game and a half plus percentage, or the half game would rule that out. Cats are still ahead of them at 9 and 6, and the Lions have moved in front at 9 and 6 as well. So
it's like they won the premiership.
I know, they're just doing a big photo.
Make the most of it.
They're embracing the crowd. They've got the photo in front of the crowd.
Port Adelaide move up to 15th too with their 5th win.
Very inconsiderate of Port Adelaide. I wish I hadn't done my ladder predictor this week. Life's all about timing, I tell
you. You to make it all about you, Kimo.
When it damages my tipping credibility, damn you.
What credibility?
I've got a lot of credibility, you know that. Alrighty, let's jump into it, boys. This is our post-game show for the Crown Inn. A new Crown for Ranella, freshly renovated, your family-friendly local in Adelaide's southern suburbs is better than ever. Who was I reckon this is easy tonight, but you can wax lyrical. Who was the best defender thanks to Murray Pest Control?
Josh Lai, by far. He was like doing the votes there at the end of the game. He came really close to being within the votes. Intercepted so well, destroyed his direct opponent all night, and then used the footy really well as well. So he's growing into a very important player for Port.
That's
any really honourable mentions?
I thought Aaliyah was good too.
Yeah,
give a lot away.
Thorpe and Aaliyah had a good battle. But like in terms of recruiting, he's been taken from nowhere really, and there's a lot of faith shown in him, and they knew athletically he was gifted, but for him to be able to work his way into the team after playing some sample footy, but now becoming
good hands,
as important as he is, it's a great story.
Just watching the Port players get down into the rooms, and that means so much to this footy club. Looking at some of the old volunteers, the Dad's Army boys, Bobby and Alfie there, that win means the world to people like that.
All right, we need to go to a break, but we're going to stay and see if we can listen to the song down in the rooms. This is going to be huge. A few of the newbies there getting drenched.
Zato.
Their first victory. So I think we can go down into the rooms. Yes, Big Craig's giving me the thumbs up. They're just getting in the circle. I reckon this is going to be sung with a fair bit of gusto. Yeah, can you see Josh Carr? Is he in the circle? Andy Collins is in there. He forced his way
See,
in.
Nort's at the back of the pack.
Oh,
Nort loves
yes,
to get
there
in
he is.
Everyone's in, the dietitian.
Sam Powell, the big pep. All right, let's go. Andy Collins needs to lead. He didn't know the words. He didn't know the words. Sack him. That was terrible. He had no idea what was going on. Mitch Georgiades very happy. Vicentini didn't do a lot.
Did
but
anyone
he
else?
contributed.
I just had a text message from an unknown person who doesn't matter. It said Zach Butters' speech was a speech of a guy who's not going to be at the footy club next year.
Do you think so?
Thank Adelaide. Good team. Thank the crowd.
Good luck. Good luck for the rest of the year, he said, Adelaide.
I think we all know, though, don't we? Gee, it'd be huge if he changed his mind. If he did a Travis Blake.
Let yourself think about it.
No, I know. It's not going to happen.
Sealed and delivered.
Do you know where, though, Chad? Or what are you thinking?
I'm thinking the Bulldogs.
Police.
Yeah, Western Bulldogs. It was done 12 months ago. All right, we did our best defender, pest problems, no problem with the team from Murray's. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got more awards to get through thanks to Revo Fitness and Kixo Styling and McGain Real Estate.
That quarter on AFL Nation was for Mate Internet and Mobile. $25 off for 6 months with Mate Internet. Use promo BINGE25 at checkout.
Every year, over 30,000 Australians develop blood clots. That's why CMAX Clinical Research is investigating a potential treatment for thromboembolic disorders and needs your help. If you're generally healthy and aged between 18 and 65 years, you could be eligible to take part. By participating, you'll spend 8 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend 10 follow-up visits and get paid for your time. Ready to make a difference? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
Right from the very first bounce, this lineup has aced it today. They've been kicking with pinpoint accuracy.
When your business needs something delivered, don't risk it. ASET with ASET Transport Solutions. We have a fleet of over 220 vehicles, vans, utes, trucks. No delivery is too big or too small. Delivering for South Australia for over 25 years. Book online in 3 simple steps. asettransport.au. Don't just send it, ASET.
In footy, you pick teammates you trust. In plumbing, it's no different. Holman Plumbing is your go-to partner in PVC, DWV, stormwater, pressure fittings, a full range built to keep you moving. Certified strength, built to Australian standards. Designed to perform without the drama. On site, you don't want guesswork. You want product that holds its line and gets the job done right the first time. Holman Plumbing, trusted quality across the full range.
Imagine being invisible. You could mess with someone's mind, sneak up on them, and they wouldn't know you're there. Even scare them to death. When you speed on our roads, that's what happens, because no one sees you coming. Think road safety. A message from the Government of South Australia.
Tundra. Toyota's flagship truck is here. With our most powerful performance hybrid engine, undeniable Toyota quality, and a 4.5-tonne brake towing capacity, it's ready to work hard and play harder. Question is, are you ready for it? Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything and available now. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. Check Vehicles Owner's Manual and Toyota Basic Towing Guide before attaching loads.
Footy's better at the pub with the Big Footy Score Scratch and Win. Download the Pub Plus app and head to your local Pub Plus venue on game days for a chance to score over $500,000 prizes, including a footy trip to Vegas. Why watch from the couch when you could be winning? Download the Pub Plus app today.
Oz residents 18 plus, 1 entry per transaction. See bigfootyscore.com.au for TCs, permits and participating venues. Drink responsibly.
It's official. 3 of Australia's biggest players, Money Magazine, Finder and Mozo, all declared Host Plus the best super fund winner. That's 3 big wins for your super. 3 from 3. That's a plus. Awards and ratings are only one factor to consider. Issued by Host Plus Pty Limited. General advice only. Consider the PDS and TMD on our website before deciding. Search Compare Host Plus today.
Did you know that over 30,000 Australians develop blood clots each year? That's why CMAX is on a mission to improve treatment options and is seeking volunteers to join a clinical trial. If you're aged between 18 and 65 and generally healthy, you could be eligible to take part. As a participant, you'll spend 8 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend multiple follow-up visits and get paid for your time. Interested? Sign up today at cmax.com.au.
You're listening to The Showdown on AFL Nation for DD. Yes, I DD this footy season.
Welcome back to the Adelaide Oval. Kim Dillon, David Wildy, Chad Corns and Mark Bickley. Only one person in the box picked Port Adelaide to win. He was very confident. That was Chad Corns. I thought he'd lost his marbles. Port Adelaide have got up by 26 points, though. If you've just joined us, we'll be going down to the rooms to have a chat to one of their players very, very shortly. Who made it look simple today, boys? Thanks to Revo Fitness. Training made simple.
I'll tell you, anyone that had the invincible
Butters, John Francis, Lai, Georgiades, Richards, they all made it look simple.
Yeah, probably. Like, it's easy to say Butters, but like he didn't make it look simple because he was just in and under. He was.
So it's Horn Francis.
Yeah,
I just want one, boys. I don't want wishy-washy picking 500 players.
Probably Horn Francis. Like, his speed and power, he was so much cleaner than any of the Adelaide players. Or he didn't fumble, and I agree with you, Chad. He could easily be the best player in the competition at some stage in his career.
I like it. Revo Fitness, no lock-ins, 24/7 gyms from just $9.69 per week. That is nothing to keep your body and your mind in shape. And as I often say, you can look like the Chad and Bix. You can have short legs like Bix. Our stylish moment for Kixo styling.
He can't help how he's built.
I know, he's made the most of them.
The goal umpire at the southern end.
That's stylish.
When he didn't realise that the ball was about 10 metres over the line and let that be your play on.
Bounced off the fence.
Now, but Chad, imagine that. You've met Adam. This is our good friend. We need a good...
Gets it more publicity if you know.
But
imagine that a goal... The difference in the game. Bix is right. The rule has to be changed back.
They've got to change. They're flipping and flopping, but they have to change it back because
I'm too tired to have an argument with you, Bix. But we have this
stylish moment is Mitch Georgiades hanger just in front of us. A nice sit.
All right, that could get McGain Real Estate Mark of the Day. Let me do the credit. Then they pay a lot of money for this, and they're a wonderful company, and they're good friends of yours.
Exactly.
Bix, as well.
McGain Real Estate do a lot of styling with Kixo.
They do. The stylish moment for Kixo styling, turning oh no inspections into oh wow moments. That means if you're selling your house, get in touch with your real estate agent and tell them to style your house.
So you move all your well-worn furniture out, and you move all the beautiful stuff
and
in.
you sell your property, you get an extra 10, 20, 30,
what about
40,
dirt
50?
and soccer off the ground?
Well, you can do that in the goal of the day in a moment then, Willie, all right?
I didn't think it was a goal of the day.
You what? Yeah, there is.
There is. With that, I wasted it.
Read the bloody rundown then, fair dinkum. We're into junk time. All right, so that's our stylish moment, which wasn't all that stylish,
Kim,
but we love your support.
you.
Sorry,
said that.
Sorry for just being professional.
Come on, bring it on.
All right, thank you. McGain Real Estate Mark of the Day. McGain Real Estate sold by McGain again.
Well, Josh Lai is unfortunate. Because Mitch Georgiades took the...
Well, Josh Lai took a heap of them, but Mitch Georgiades far and away the highlight in terms of the marking for the night. His was outstanding, so that he wins the McGain Real Estate Mark of the night.
All happy with that?
Very happy with that.
Oh, beautifully
Joey
done.
Richards is ready, Kimbo.
We've got our man down there. All thanks to Kixo styling number 35. The best 35 ever for Port Adelaide after tonight. Hello, Joey.
G'day, guys. Yeah, good to be on after a win.
Yeah, well, best time. All right, I'll let Chatty Boy get to you first.
Joey, proud of you. I thought you were brilliant again. Really high score involvements. Just so efficient as well. But what was the messaging pre-game for you to come out as a team with that ferocity, that contest, and that hunger?
Yeah, you pretty much summed it up. We'd wanted to match them in the contest, which I thought we did all night, and then just hunt the ball and had a real focus of gaining territory. It didn't matter whether it was in the air or on the ground, but I thought our forwards were unreal, especially our tools. So, yeah, that was pretty much the game plan before the game.
Can you sense it, Joey? We can sit up here that the Crows didn't look their normal smooth self.
Come on.
Well, no, we did straight early, and that's due to the pressure. But can you sense it out there that obviously your aggression at the ball and the play was working?
Yeah, I didn't think they were poor or anything. I think another focus of ours is pressure, and I think we just brought that. All the good teams bring good pressure, and I thought, especially in the contest, I thought our mids were unreal. So I think in the first balls, they were scrapping and fighting to win the next one. So that's how we were able to gain territory, and again, our mids were massive.
Yeah, Joe, congratulations. What a great game. And just so dominant around clearance, which was fantastic. And your centre square work was outstanding as a group in there. And it was led by Jordan Sweet, who really got on top and gave you first look.
Yeah, I just said to him after the game how good he was. He's been building towards a good game like that. I thought he's been pretty solid over the last month, to be honest. So, yeah, he got the ball in the, sort of tapping it down the throat of Butsy and Hornet and the likes. And we're able to gain territory from there. So certainly helps when you're getting the ball forward from centre clearance.
Yeah, 16 hit-outs to advantage to Lockie McAndrew 3.
Hey, Joey, we spoke to Darren Reeves on Friday, and he was so convincing about your preparation that the Big Chad changed his tip, and he was really bullish because he tipped the Crows originally. He changed it on the back of the interview we did because Reeva was explaining just how much Joshy Carr had tapped into the history of showdowns and the history of the Port Adelaide Footy Club. Can you take us through that, the preparation?
Yeah, it's been a big build-up during the week. I noticed Strong was probably the only one that tipped us, so we lent into that a little bit, and we were very happy being the underdogs and felt like we didn't have much to lose, but I thought our preparation during the week, from the start of the week on Monday and Tuesday, and then trained really well on Wednesday night. So, it was massive build-up, obviously bigger build-up than normal, and
Can you let us in a little bit? Can you let us in a little bit to what he was saying and what the messaging was?
Well, it was pretty much just what I spoke about before. It's just we know they're really good in the contest and they like to reshape the contest and get the ball going from there. So the messaging was pretty much just match them in the contest and then provide an area of contest up the ground and pretty much get to work from there. So it was very basic this week. We went back to basics. So yeah, there wasn't too much to it.
Joey, we talk about Butters and Horn France, but Josh Lai down back today, he played like a 100-gamer. Like his marking, his ability to read the ball, his disposal was good, very good in the air. He's sort of flown under the radar, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah. He's only second year on the list and shown massive improvement from last year to this year as well. Had a solid pre-season. So I think that probably summed up our game was we didn't rely on too few in terms of Butsy and Hornet every week. So, yeah, we got good games out of Josh. Dez's been really solid. I thought a couple of the forwards as well, Mitch Zato and Dummett were really good as well. So, yeah, I thought it was an even contribution. But, yeah, Josh has been in some pretty good form lately. He's had a couple of concussions, but I thought he was massive tonight.
Joey, I know you love the big strong, but we have a little award, the Stylish Moment, thanks to Kixo, who sponsor you. He picked Mitch Georgiades. I would have gone with you all day, every day. Your use of the ball was brilliant.
I gave him a special mention.
A special mention. That doesn't pay the bills.
Don't listen to the garbage questions that he asked you, Joe. Just you played in some good wins last year, but the feeling in the rooms right now, how does that compare to some of the wins you've played in?
Yeah, it's probably as good as it gets. It's probably the best win I've been involved in. I think it's probably off the back of those close losses, and we feel like we're nearly there, but just sort of haven't played the forward quarters. But I thought tonight we did that, and to do it in the showdown was a massive result. So definitely the best win I've been a part of.
How cold is the beer down there, Joey? Ice cold.
I haven't had one just yet. I got dragged to do a bit of media, but
well, we won't hold you up for too much longer, but you make sure you enjoy
I want to ask Joey one, Chad. You mentioned that you thought it was a game plan to maybe target Mark Keane or Josh Rochelle, try and get under just antagonise the hotheads. Did you sense it out there, Joey? Do you reckon a couple of Crows just lost their cool? I mean, a bit of spite in there tonight. It was good to see, actually. Good to watch.
Yeah, we didn't have a plan or anything during the week. We didn't really speak about their hot heads or anything like that. But
you sure?
I guess
Don't you lie to us, John. Don't you lie to us.
No, it's part of footy, I think. But yeah, no, I could sort of sense they were getting frustrated, especially in that third quarter when we kicked a few. So, yeah,
maybe it worked.
I'm not going to say we spoke about it, but yeah.
Smart. Good man.
Joey, really appreciate your time. We'll have a chat to you on Tuesday as well. Enjoy the victory. The crowd was unbelievable. 50,087 fans, nearly all Port Adelaide. It was absolutely brilliant. You know, given where you are on the ladder, but this gives you something to get enthusiastic about for the rest of the season.
Yeah, great win. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy it, Joey.
Yeah,
well
good
done,
on you, Joey.
And this is a team you said wouldn't win another game this year,
and I will own it, yeah. And I even said that Essendon will beat them in the last round.
Wow.
It's an away game. The Port will be resting their players by then. Essendon have got players coming back. They're playing for Dean Solomon. He's trying to win. That was my logic. But I've been...
But you called the Sydney game a couple of weeks ago. Should they have got a bit closer there and won that game?
Don't sit here like you've never got a tip wrong in your life. Hey.
You've got him, Will.
They're turning on each other.
See, we're getting under your skin just like they did to Rochelle and Keane.
15th against 5th, and I am rapt that Port Adelaide won because they were the best side. And in the end, I was barracking for Port to get more goals.
You can't barrack.
No, well, they deserved to not win by, 26, did they, Bix? It should have started with a 4 or 5 at worst.
I think the thing that people will take away from Port Adelaide this year is they've actually performed well against the good sides.
Yeah, sides.
Yeah. So Sydney, Geelong, Hawthorn, Adelaide lost by a point. Now they've won that. So it's been their disappointments against the West Coast Eagles and North Melbourne earlier in the year. And a couple of other games, even Collingwood, they probably didn't play near their best. They had some injuries,
St
of course.
Kilda for a while.
Yeah, St Kilda here at home, they lost in a narrow one. So there's plenty to work on if you're a Port fan. There's no doubt about that.
Who comes back, Chad? Pau Pepper, did he play?
He played
first.
Didn't do a lot, but they were very ordinary today, the Magpies, and have been all year. That's starting to be a bit of a concern because they've still got enough listed players there, but they got absolutely smashed again by the Crows. Pep got through but didn't have a big impact. He's the one that they need to get back. Bergman a couple of weeks away.
Okay.
But they're not a lot else.
Who's the Bix was saying that maybe Big Stretch needs a rest, and I think he's right. But if you looked at that game early today, which I watched, who's the young lad that you've just got in the ruck now? Sorry, I didn't know a lot about this. Riley O'Brien, he looked like a plotter. He could not get his hand to 1 centre.
Riley is a plotter.
Yeah, but couldn't get his hand to. This lad was
Alex Van Wyck, is it?
Yeah, from North Adelaide. Season
jumping all over him, Biggs, over the top of him. All right, we're almost done, boys. But you got to do the. We can get you 1, 2, 3 now if you can.
Am I allowed to say it now?
Yeah, because the voting's been done. We've had a winner.
So it was a real toss-up between Mitch and Josh Lye for the 1 vote, but Georgiadis 1. Horn Francis 2, Zach Butters 3.
Bix, if you were doing
the winner.
I did. Unanimous winner. So don't you dare question it, Jimbo.
The winner is unanimous, isn't it? If you win, doesn't that make you unanimous?
I thought they meant that everyone picked Butters.
The 3 votes.
Yeah, that's unanimous.
I would have thought unanimous,
Yeah, okay. Well,
no, that was Paul Perry logic.
That's a split vote. He won in the split vote.
I don't think Jason Horn Francis was far behind him.
Thank you.
I would have agonised over that. I think Butters probably, but his kicking efficiency was 40%.
Horn had a massive last quarter too.
Yeah,
could have kicked 2 or 3 goals.
I think you're right. That you could have gone anyway. 3. I probably would have went the same way if I was pressed.
Yeah, in the end, it was just the clearances and the metres gained that got Butsy over the line. V. Horn Francis.
All right,
I would have found it hard to get Fogarty into the votes.
I think Farrell's another one that will come back
as well. He's still a month away with that groin.
Everyone's got injuries, but if
Crows don't have at the moment.
No, but if Connor Rosie was there and Miles Bergman,
Pau Pepper.
And Pep as well.
Farrell.
I mean, everyone gets a few. But
even Josh Sin, he's not like your big star name, but he would be a starting backman in that back 6 if he was available.
But everyone's got a few, haven't they?
Yeah,
if you just have those other 2, then
Miller and Hinge and
That's a worry. The coolness of Miller, it was really noticeable tonight. Yeah. He's had a super year, and they couldn't get it out of defence.
Well done to Port Adelaide. 26-point victors. This has been our post-match game show for the Crown Inn. A new crown for Ranella. It's brilliant. We've been down there. It's a ripping hotel. Freshly renovated. Your family-friendly local in Adelaide. Southern suburbs is better than ever. Just before we throw it over to Matthew Cox, the loss to Adelaide, what's it do? I had a text from the Romeo family. Joseph Romeo, they're Mad Crow supporters. They got all the Foodlands and the IGAs and up in Sydney. They said, Joey said, it's the loss Adelaide had to have.
Well, no.
Not this one.
Once again,
not this one.
It highlights the fact that they're skinny in the midfield. There's no doubt about that. Zach Bailey.
They were our coach tonight.
Well, but
they were. But
you don't lose. You don't lose 16-6 in the centre bounce. They lost the centre bounce by 6 the week before.
How many times did Sweet go to Butters out the back door?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So, but good teams and good midfield groups, you don't need the runner to come out and tell you, hey, maybe stand alongside Butters or maybe put your arm across Horn Francis. You know, like those types of things you navigate yourself out on the ground. So
you let Nixie off altogether?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I think they were definitely outcoached. I think they let them have 100 marks, which they knew they wanted. That's how they want to play. So they didn't take that away from them. And just when you have, like I said, 14 or 15 players who just don't look like they were anywhere near their best, you have to say that's got something to do with the way everyone prepared.
How far down Bicks on disposals would they have been? They didn't see that many.
I think they had more.
They had more.
More disposals. Yeah, more disposals.
More than they normally have in a week.
Oh, no, sorry. No. Both teams had about the same.
Yeah, I thought it was a low disposal game, but Adelaide had so many players that they touched it.
Well, boys, I missed one. Sorry if I can jump in. The goal of the day and the goal of the year contender for Credit Union SA, kicking goals in personal banking. Sorry.
Rochelle kicked it.
Yeah, I think that was probably...
We need it to be unanimous. That's all of us.
Rochelle was the goal today.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
So if only 3 of us out of the 4 of us went for Rochelle, would it be unanimous?
Yeah, it would be the majority.
Yeah. There you go. He's come good later tonight. I love it. Hey, we hope you've enjoyed our coverage. Showdown 60. It was a sensational game by the Port Adelaide Football Club. They won by 26 points. They probably should have won by more. Our commentary team has been here for Credit Union SA. Score more banking power.
Oh, great mob, that one.
Yeah, this has been AFL Nation for Dee. Kim Dillon on behalf of Chad Corns, who's the only bloke in the world that tips Port.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Please tune in to SEN from 2:30.
I will
Monday.
be, Chad. I will be. I'll be listening.
I take my medicine. That's fine. I hope you get the love you deserve, though, because people were after you. And shut up, Trav. He's just come back. He would not say a thing, Trav. He's a mad Port Adelaide supporter.
Oh, hang on. Just having a look here. Mitch Georgiades set to face the MRO heat for a head-high bump. We didn't notice it during the game. There was nothing malicious in it, but he did get...
On who?
I think it was Michael High.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll talk about that one on Monday. Hey, thanks for your company. This has been AFL Nation for Dee. Say yes, I Dee. Matthew Cox is up next, taking your calls on 1300 736 736.
You're listening to AFL Nation for 4 and 20 Pies, Australia's original fan food.
Want to make an impact while getting rewarded? Here's your chance. CMAX Clinical Research is trialling a potential treatment for blood clots and needs volunteers to take part in a clinical trial. If you're aged between 18 and 65 and generally healthy, you might be eligible. By participating, you'll spend 8 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend 10 follow-up visits and get paid for your time. Interested in advancing healthcare? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
Adelaide, Sexyland is ready for you. With 3 stores in Adelaide, we offer Australia's largest range of adult products, open late 7 days a week. Shop in store or online with fast, discreet 2-hour delivery across Adelaide. Trusted by thousands of locals for choice, privacy and convenience. Come see your local store today or shop online at sexyland.com.au.
Take me now, Sexyland.
When you drive an Isuzu D-Max, you'll find adventure is everywhere. With up to 3.5-tonne towing capacity and 2.2 or 3-litre engine options across the D-Max range, you're sorted. Anytime, any task. Since 2008, thousands of Aussies have relied on their Isuzu D-Max to go their own way. And they'll tell you, adventure is everywhere. Go find yours in the Isuzu D-Max. Visit your Isuzu U dealer today.
Imagine being invisible. You could mess with someone's mind, sneak up on them, and they wouldn't know you're there. Even scare them to death. When you speed on our roads, that's what happens. Because no one